Alright, we live.
Alright, first and foremost, we'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakah Kodash.
double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect men of Israel. Once again, the GMS Risorgimento Trinidad, because with the prophets the downfall of America, right? Day in, day out, week in, week out, we come out. Bad weather, good weather, we out here banging.
In
right?
season, out of season.
And you know, seeing that the Most High stirring up this run, right? On all these nations, right now it's happening in Ghana, you know, it pop up in Venezuela. Right now America is plenty, a lot of race war going on, which is the Most High doing, you know, the Most High is the man who must stay in the battle, I get it. The Most High is the man who must stay in the battle, right? This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You know, and this is what the Most High doing, and we've seen it before our very eyes. You know, apparatus and the hopeful elect men who coming out here and prophesy the downfall of this place. You know, the Most High say there will be greater trouble than this. You know, so for we not to be weary, and for we to have faith in our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Most I say basically, judgment will start at the house of Israel first. I see that taking part because I watch Venezuela. Right now, you know, you see the news for going on in Ghana today. Because they had a no confident vote in the parliament. So basically, you're going to say that basically it could lead to martial law. Right? Basically, you know, basically prophecy will be fulfilled there. Right? You're seeing these things unfolding. Right? So basically the same, and basically Ghana going to end up just like Venezuela. And you're seeing that basically, hey, that is starting to take up trouble there. Right? This is something. This is Amos 3 and verse 1. It says, hear this word that Yahweh had spoken against the whole children of Israel, against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. And basically that's what the Most High doing, right? Because we're watching all over basically what Jake says right now. We're seeing that basically the Most High be punishing them. A great example is Haiti, right? Dominica that basically had a hurricane the other day. And basically that everybody don't forget about, right? What's going on in Venezuela, right? The Most High putting them under that. Right? They're putting themselves on there, they're blaming the government here, but hey, any government fault is the Most High putting them through that. Right? From there.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 16. For yet greater evils than this, than those which thou hast seen happen, shall be done hereafter.
Yeah, it's greater evil than we have seen, right? And that is Jacob trouble about to step in there. Right? So basically, hey, Jacob trouble could be worse than basically back then, right? So we're seeing now, we're seeing these things happening now, hey, you're saying nothing. Right? So greater thing than this happening, greater tribulation, right? Back in Egypt, you know, when we was in captivity in Egypt, hey, that basically was that was hard captivity. But Jacob trouble basically could be harder. Right? Because at the end of the day, they ain't gonna have no food, they ain't gonna have no water, they ain't gonna have nothing, right?
Hey, and as the brother said that, right? This is you know, because what's going on with Venezuela right now for a 1 kilogram, right? A rice feeding 16 siblings of our family, which are eaten once a day. The scripture prophesy of that, you know, and the living of quarter. You go and see something. Let's get it simple.
Because the scripture says 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven. Right? And we're gonna make Jacob's trouble eclipse, because the scripture says what? never been such trouble on earth such like this. We're gonna make Jacob's trouble eclipse all that is because it's gonna be the whole earth gonna feel it. The whole earth gonna feel it. It says in Revelation 13, it says he calls it both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, all to receive that mark. Or else they wouldn't be able to what, buy or sell. Right? And knowing the treachery of the devil, one of the mottos that they live by is order of chaos, order out of chaos. So they're gonna let this chaos, right, proceed for a minute, for a season, right? And then they're gonna try to bring the order, which is what the RFID chip, right? To bring back the stability. But the period of destabilizing is gonna be what? The according to Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, they're gonna lead up to what? The hour of temptation, or the great test, or the great proving. Right? You're gonna trust in the devil to be fed with that carnal food. And you're gonna believe in the spiritual food, which say that man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out of the mouth of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Because these words is the faith. These words is the strength. These words is the roots. These words is the rock. That's gonna be our defense and our shield in the time of that trouble.
Yeah, basically the men who basically that stand strong and stand firm in that time is the men that Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Actually, to add on that and to eclipse that, the elect, because they were predestined, right? The elect.
If I can say one thing, right, to back up whatever I was saying, you are telling the people who control the IMF, and the IMF saying, hey, there's a 50-50 chance that we're going to go cashless. And these are the people who are funding the war. These are the people who are funding the war with different countries to gain that benefit. And they are the one who pushing for that RFID chip. You understand? And they're going to burn it. But with the most I say, read that precept here.
This is Ezekiel 4, verse 10. It says, and thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight 20 shekels a day.
Yeah, 20 shekels a day. Go ahead.
From time to time shalt thou eat it.
From time to time. So they're not every day. From time to time. Right? When the Lord provides for you, time to time.
And this is what won't come because when the scripture says Revelation 13 verse 10, it says, save he that have the mark. So who have the RFID chip is who going to get feed. Who don't have the RFID chip is going to have faith in Yahweh Shemi Shai. And we reckon that I think hopefully let and the 1/3. You understand? Right. And don't feel they're going to get a chip everybody.
Yeah, because watch. That is when they're going to see, you see like all these nigga women that disguising themselves as Hebrew Israelites. And when they're going to see all of them flop. Right? Because then when faith is going to be tried, we know that the female is what? Minus faith. Right? You're going to see them because they're not going to be able to stand. They're not going to have the faith to say it, to wither away, to pine away, and to just have hope. Right? You're going to see them. They will run towards that chip. Right? You're going to run towards that chip. All those sisters, so-called sisters that say Shalom Barakatah now, you're going to see them.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead, Ak.
There's a Proverbs chapter 21 verse 11. When the scorner is punished, the simple is made wise. And when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge.
Yeah, when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge because he listened. Proverbs. Yeah, but the wise being instructed right now through what? The prophets of the Lord. Because the scripture says wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. Right? So who on the street corners? The Lord said what? He said, watchmen upon thy walls, and they shall never hold their peace. Right? From Abba Bevinson, no, the watchmen have not stopped. Right? The spirit has moved. Abba Bevins, High Priest Iquab, High Priest Arya, King Marsha, come all the way down to our apostles and elders at GMS. Right? And guess what? The apostles and elders at GMS as our spiritual fathers, right? Somewhat, right? What they push? They push that spirit of what? Diligence. So that we will never cease. We will never get what? Sluggard. Right? 3 videos a week minimum. Right? If you're in the spirit, you're firing every day. If you miss a day, you feel off. You want to do 2-3 times. You know? You put yourself in a fast mode. Right? to be more in the spirit, right? And they don't quench our spirit. That's what it is about. Go ahead.
This is the book of Psalm chapter 21 and verse 11. Psalms 21 verse 11, it says, for they intended evil against thee, they imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform.
Nah. So the RFI chip, you ain't gonna get it performed on the righteous. No? Nah. No? So the Most High gonna exempt us. You know, when that day of destruction come, when you gonna be shut down with this nuclear bomb alongside these chariots, right? The man of the Lord gonna be people up in these chariots.
They Job 5 and 12.
And that's the whole thing, right, Salakia, right? I'm fact, go ahead, bring the precept and I'll say it after. Yeah, well, go hand in hand, that's the spirit. Go ahead, bring the precept.
Job 5 and 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Yeah, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, which is the RFID chip, martial law camps, right? Guillotines, whatever they are prepared for what? The men of the Lord, right? And that's why the Lord said what? Fear not the incredulity of them that don't believe. Right? Because we have mockers and scoffers here in these last days. We have these Christians coming up. Alton Johnson, I think is the last one. Right? We have Vocab, Low Class Malone. You have Dr. White. You have TD Snakes. Right? He and all having something to say. You have Gino Jackass. Right? Gino Jackass just looks straight out of the comics. He could have been a cartoon from what, the 60s, the 70s. Right? He had that kind of comical face. Right? You up there and you saying that you are a teacher, you're supposed to be a light unto the Gentiles, and you say that you don't know what the mark of the beast is. You outright admit that he don't know what the mark of the beast is. Yeah, creep load dollar saying that, hey, because of the law we know sin, which is correct. But we're free from that because of Christ. So watch. He admit that there's over 613 laws, but watch. Because the law we know sin, we have to do away with all the laws. We have to do away with the laws, including the Big Ten. So in other words, this man just do away with the whole Bible. Do as thou want. Do as thou wilt.
I think he made the statement, Creflo Dollar. He said it's Satan that wants us to keep the laws.
Yeah, it's Satan that wants us to keep the laws. These fucking these imposters, Yahweh Shimmy or Shai, said what? The pastor that lead them. And yeah, you can finish off your one first and then you can go to it.
I'll finish.
Read it over. Alright, you have it, sir, Job? Go ahead.
Job 5 and 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Right, so we know that goes into the RFID chip and the different things they are prepared for the undesirables. Right? Because according to Rex 84 and Project Megiddo, right, the Black Hebrew Israelites, the militia movement, the KKK, Christian sets, they're not going to desire the millennials, which is what? Moving into the way Esau desires to have the world run, which is by the RFID chip, by the Internet of Things, everything to be connected by a network, by the Internet. Go ahead.
It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yeah, that their hands can perform the enterprise. You have over 400 satellites in space, right? To guide missiles, to transfer information, right? And also to work hand in hand with the RFID chip system. It's a network, right? So that they sitting in the seat of God as though they are God, right? The scripture call them what, the anointed cherub. You understand? The Most High set them up to be the devil that the Bible speaks of. So hey, I mean, I was going over that. I shared it in the group. Back in the 80s, what the Montel Williams, so that fucking sellout Salakia. I don't want to be swearing too much. Scripture say, man, I swear too much. I have little understanding, I think it is. Right? I don't want to swear too much. Right? But, you know, oppression making a wise man mad. You see these Uncle Tom? You see these, what do you call them in Django? The roller Samuel L. Jackson. I forget his role. I forget his name in Django. Right? But you see these sellout Uncle Tom niggas, right? Defending what? So-called love. That love doctrine is played out. That's the so-called white man doctrine. Because you love me, you stab me. You literally, you even stab me in my back or you stab me in my chest. You face the man and stab me. I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Stabbing him in the chest. You know what I'm saying? You love me. You know, you're putting fire on top, fire below in Venezuela. You're hitting them sanctions. And you're trying to squeeze them from trading, right? But yet still, you're trying to say that their ruler, their leader, who's seeking after their own interests, their people's interests, and seek after their own sovereignty, you're saying that he wicked. You have something called a democratic process of election. He was democratically elected. Twice. And by the system that his government stands for, is how Juan Guaido was able to what? Come up in that opposition position. Right? By a system that they created under the past regime on Hugo Chavez. Right? A system that his government created, Nicolas Maduro, by the past regime, right? Where Juan Guaido and the opposition was able to at least be in an opposition position, to oppose, to say nay, right? But the US exploit that, indoctrinate Juan Guaido, who went in to seek totally the US interest. You all are the devil that the Bible speaks of, the hypocrite, the liar, and the deceitful man. Go ahead and finish off your precept and we have a next one.
Finishing
right. Well,
the next one. There's Isaiah 9 and verse 16 says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
What? The leaders of the people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Right? It's a great error. Right? You have a portion of the people fighting for Guaido. They want Guaido. They want to come out of it because you're asleep. You're asleep. That democracy, that American privilege, as it was brought out. You go to Egypt. You watch the Great Pyramids at Giza, and you turn and you watch behind you is what? A McDonald's. Is a Wendy's. That's what? They bring in the Babylon food. They bring in the contaminated GMO food, right? They bring in the poison alongside with the food. And the poison come out philosophies, homosexuality, right? That's one of the things that was going on in Guyana right now.
Yeah, basically that was going on when America stepped in, right? Because we go on basically, there are two faggots, right? Two Batman. What they do basically, the police saw them, they was just like women, and they arrested them, right? And they arrested them, but basically, you know. So-called white man give these people so much rights and so much privilege. Yeah, they give them so much rights and so much privilege. They cry out to the system, right? They cry out to the system that basically the white man created, right? So basically the US basically stepped in. So basically that yeah, it can. They cry to the system first, but the system held them because basically, hey, system for the wickedness of this world.
Yeah, because they go talk about human rights and justice for all. Yeah, but what the human rights and justice for when America putting that illegal squeeze on nations, bringing them down? You understand? You see, you can't fight against the powers that be. Romans, I think it's Romans 13. Because the Most High created them as to be what? The anointed cherub, that's Esau. Right? Underneath the military arm, which is America. Right? And the American army. Go ahead.
Earlier on today I was reading an article and Juan Guaido and the US team over 3.something million from the Venezuelan government. So that's how to show you how these people is wicked from the board, because Juan Guaido drinking off that philosophy wine of America.
Yeah, can't.
And just as explaining, right, Maduro seeking the people interest. One Guaido seeking the money from the check, you know, and give them to the US. Which the US already have. You see, if they give that rich man hung that debt, if they lend that rich man hung that debt.
Can't. That was his whole purpose. He went to school and was indoctrinated in the US, right? And he set up, I think the CIA or whatnot. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter
Right.
24 and verse 12, because it was mentioning that they say they love us, you know, but they stabbing us in our chest. The scripture say what? Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
Can.
Alright? Matthew 24 verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, which iniquity is abounding, because the earth right now, as pertaining to Job 9:24, is given into the hands of the wicked. Alright? And right now, Esau rule, the scripture says Esau is the border of wickedness. Alright, so Esau ruling is when the iniquity going on about. Alright, so that's why we come out here and we pushing this righteous vibration so that hey, in hope, alright, the faith kingdom will come in and a new system, a new world order will be established of righteousness. Alright? It says Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. You understand? And the love of these the so-called white people, because they say they love, alright, but it's really hate. Understand? These are the devils, the leaders, the world leaders, alright, starting with the elites. You know, them is the devil. Alright?
If I could add something on that too, but hey, basically, hey, Jake basically in a docile state of mind, because hey, when you watch that case, right, basically Jake going out and protesting, hey, out on the street corner, hey, Black Lives Matter, right, hey, your life supposed to matter, right, you're supposed to be going out and fucking be out on the road protesting about that, hey, you're living, your life supposed to matter, but what, they go out, they go protest about these things, hey, 2, 3 days, 3, 4 weeks, right, so-called white man, you see them, they ease them up for a little 2, 3 days, then what, they're going to kill the next Jake, right, and then cover it up back normal, they cover it up back, hey, with the life.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Right? Because what is known unto... Go ahead.
Yeah, so hey, what is scripture saying? Hey, rise up, Jakes. Alright? Stand up for who we are. Show yourself. You understand? Stop walking in the rudiments of this world, which is darkness. Alright? Somebody get Psalms 82 and 5. Alright? Because that the pathway that our people walking in. Alright? It's what become illuminated. Take over. Alright? These fucking devils calling themselves the Illuminati. They are not the real Illuminati. Alright? We have been given this light. We're going to the word illuminate, go back to illuminate, which is the bare light, you know, to show forth light. You understand? And we have this word ultimate light. Scripture says what the lamp of the wicked is going to be put out. You understand? So the light that they have is really and truly is darkness. Alright, because the so-called white man, alright, and all the nations that follow him, the eye is evil. And the scripture says if your eye evil, then your body will be full of darkness.
Hey, to share, the reason why I bring it out too, because like, you know, the brother was talking about them marching, Black Lives Matter, and all this kind of, there's a reason why you have to march for Black Lives Matter, right? And the reason why you're marching too, because that's what you're allowed to fucking do. That's what you're allowed to do, and in the system, that's what you're allowed to do. They make provisions in the law. You have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of peaceful protest. That's what the devil telling you to do. And that goes to show that you're in captivity. That goes to show that you're in captivity. Because all they can do is march. Anytime you pick up arms, right? Anytime you pick up arms and really rebel, they will do like what they're doing across in France. They'll come out there with the tanks with the water cannons and wet all your ass down, spray all you, injure all you. They understand? Arrest some of all you. Because you're not doing what they suggest. They have their recommended. You can protest it, but they're not protesting that certain type of way. But the reason why you're protesting is because you're wicked in rulership. Right? You have Psalms you want to bring out?
Yeah, I have it.
Bring it.
This is Psalm 82 verse 5. It says they know not, neither will they understand.
Yes, so you're all ignorant. Alright, because why? You all hate knowledge. You're not coming out here to learn all your heritage. Learn, alright, who is your enemy. Alright, you all have no idea of these things. You all just believe that you're here to try to make it. You're here to try to do your best to see if you can establish some sort of, you know, vanity. Alright? You're all unaware of the reality of things. Alright, go ahead.
It says, neither will they understand, They walk on in darkness.
They walk on. The scripture says all walking on in darkness, but hey, today we see now people they running to it. Alright, they're running on in darkness because the scripture say what? Their feet are swift to do evil. Alright? So people are sprinting down that wrong path. You know, and right now we're in the time at the end when we see the Most High about to execute his judgments. Alright, great judgment, the time of martial law is coming. Alright, the time of Jacob's trouble is going to start. Alright, you see what's going on over there in Venezuela, Haiti, all these different places. Alright, where Jake's feeling deeply greatly oppressed. Alright, and because you're walking on in darkness. You know,
Hey.
we bring in this light so that the elect will see their way. This is for the elect.
So like the light say what? Never trust thy enemy. Because for iron rust, so is this wickedness. When the white people look in glass, they'll see that the rust totally has not gone. But he's still wicked. You understand? This is coming back to Baruch. It says, Baruch chapter 4 verse 4, O Israel, happy are we, for the things that are pleasing to Yahweh are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people. The memorial of Israel. Who's the memorial of Israel? Yasharala. The men, the hopefully elected out here in the highways and byways. Because we remember Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? When we were presented with this knowledge, right? We choose now to continue in our faith. Not by will, but by the spirit that Yahweh Shem Yahushai put on us. Because he said what? The spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. Right? So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that we can choose the Most High. Because we know John 15:16 said no man can choose the power. The power has to choose us. Right? But we fulfilling our purpose as the Father had set in us. Right? It says verse 6. He was sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because he moved the Most High to wrath. He was delivered unto the enemies. For he provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not unto Yahweh. Right? He have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and he have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. And this is why you're being afflicted. This is why you have to be out on the street. Right? This is why you have to be out on the street. Black Lives Matter. This is why you have to be protesting. Right? This is why racial war is coming. Racial war is coming. Despite what you're saying, because you're a bunch of hypocrites. You'll want to say and act as though there's no racism. Right? But deep down in your heart, not even deep. It's not even deep. It's not even bone deep. It's skin deep. It's epidermis deep. You're a racist. The Elamites are for their own race. By nature, when the Elamite government come into power, that's what the brother was saying, Brother God was saying that. It's going to have race war across there in Guyana. Right? Even more so now, because in years that past, it was there. They had racial tension, but even more so now because we're in the last days. And the scripture said in the last days these things will happen in all the land where Jake spread. These heathens trying to hold on to their fucking power, Salakia. They're trying to hold on to their power, right? They're on top. They don't want Jake to rise up. They don't want Jake to become a people. They don't want Jake to become a nation. And Jake wants to be released from the oppression, but the Most High them curses on you. As well as what it's like iron. I think how the curse which we say is your head, but it's above will be like iron.
26 start on, I think it's around 16, 7.
Well, you bring a picture up.
Yeah, but Kalab was saying earlier on, right? That Jake's love this world. And Brother Gang was saying, they're marching for protest and Black Lives Matter. This is Proverbs 29 verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Right. So like that first vision was what Martin Luther King, I have a dream. Shit on the scriptures. Right? That first vision is what Black Unconsciousness Movement, Kemet and Farrakhan, Nation of Islam, all that, there's no vision. Because what's the end of it? To be ever coming out there and giving eloquent speeches, to coming out there charismatic, come out there all uniform in black with the bow jangles, bow tie. That is your vision, that's the end. To just say that the white man is the devil. We know that he's the devil. You can see it playing on the planet Earth. Right? You can see all these heathens rising up above here. We can see the curses. Right? the vision, according to the Most High, what the vision is yet for a point in time. And what's the vision? The vision is the destruction of the enemy, right? The destruction of Babylon, right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai coming back and setting up his nation up on top, right? Which is the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. That's the vision that the saints waiting upon.
The scripture rightfully said where there is no vision. Alright, read it over Mark or Pasha. As Brother Burrell rightly saying, alright, these people, these are books, the Egyptian book of the dead, right? Christianity, even Christianity has no vision. Alright? But as the brother explained, the vision of the Most High is setting back his nation on top. Right? It was also envisioned that the Most High would punish Israel, and after the punishment of Israel, he will set them on top. Alright? These people, they have no vision, they don't have the law. The laws are the Most High. Psalms 119 verse 18 said, open my eyes to the law, so I behold wondrous things. Alright? So when you're going through even the law, alright, which is the Torah from Genesis to Deuteronomy, right? It has visions or prophecies within the law. Numbers 24, right? Talk about the punishment of Esau, punishment of Moab, Amalek, and how Israel will not be on top, right? So even in the law there are prophecies, all right? Read it over, Pasha.
Proverbs 29 verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Yeah, he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Because what? The law, the Most High is a light. Alright? So with that light, with that lamp, you will be able to see down the road. But these people, the scriptures also said in John 7 verse 49 that cursed be those people that know not the law. And that is what going on with teachers of Israel. Alright? They don't have the law, and for those who have the flesh and the sin on top of them. But without the spirit, they have no understanding. Alright? That is why they'll go nowhere. Alright?
Go ahead, tell them. Yeah, precept.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and I'll start at verse 6. Seek the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and ye shall live. Lest he break out like fire in the house of Joseph, and devour it, and there be none to quench it in Bethel.
Yeah. No, to even back up that too, because as Lamar was saying, Brother Lamar was saying earlier on, right? They don't have the law, so they don't have no vision, and they're seeking after the things of the world, as people was saying earlier on and all too. This is 1 John chapter 2, right? Starting from verse 16 to 17. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai abideth forever. No, so these people won't pass away like thin air. Now the scripture says, I think in Psalm 103, say, man that is born of the flesh is as the flower of the gardens. You know, they pass away, you know, without even being noticeable. 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years, you know, some people might just remember your name. And that's it.
Yeah. Malachi 3 verse 6. Say, I'm the Lord, I changed not. Therefore his sons of Jacob are not consumed. Let's back up like what I brought out in Amos. You know, because that fire, when that fire comes, it's not going to be partial. It's not going to spare old woman and maid, little children. That fire going to destroy everything. Because those are getting destroyed now, and they see me most likely going to have the judgment. I mean, I just had to look. As I am Brother Yahweh, I was talking in the week, you know, we just had to sit back and watch. We observe it. The most likely going to have the judgment on what the so-called centurions. Right? I think yesterday, I was watching the local news. They passed out a new batch of trainees, police trainees or whatever it is. And then today, I was watching they pass out a new batch in New York. And everybody all proud. And how they had it is that they had like former officers in America in New York, right? What they was doing, they was giving their badge, some of them was giving their badge or their shield to their children. So they had about 4 or 5 of them. They was coming in, and the father and the grandfather was officers before. So they was there within the ceremony too now. So the scripture you just read now is what? All that in this world is the pride of life. They're so proud. They're proud to receive this shield, and they're proud to serve the city and all that kind of shit to be they take the oath. They talk about the oath. Scripture talk about not swearing. Right? They swearing unto Babylon because it had a few Jacob inside there. Right? They had Judah and they had I think Puerto Rico. I think it was Puerto Rico, cause I think it was Hernandez or something like that. Right? So I think it was Ephraim. You understand? So all they up in that, all they underneath the philosophies of the so-called white man. Them centurions are the ones that put the Lord to death. They were the ones that, when I say put the Lord to death, they were the ones that had the spear that stuck him, and that stuck him in his side, that fed him bitter gall, which was what, vinegar, and some scriptures, Apostle Gaba went into it. Then there's a scripture that said that it was even urine on the sponge. You understand? That's why the scripture in Revelation says they that pierced him will wail because of him. When he come back.
It says the voice cried. The voice said, cry. And he said, what shall I cry? All flesh is grass, and all the goodliness thereof is as the flower of the field.
Hey, all flesh is grass. What I mean, hey, all these flesh gonna burn up. And so Rock is saying, why is earth and ashes so proud? Right? Because the flesh is gonna be the fuel of the fire too. That's why Babylon gonna have that fire burning perpetually. Right? Because them bodies gonna be on fire for a long while. Right? Go ahead.
It says the grass withereth, the flower fadeth, because the strength of Yahweh by Shem Shai bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our power shall stand forever.
Yeah, the grass withereth and the flower fadeth. Right? The word stand forever. And the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai, they're gonna stand in the word. Right? And the ones that wither and fade in the grass and the flower, they're gonna be burnt up by the missiles. Right? They're going to be taken down by what? The famine and the pestilence. They're going to be caught up there in the martial law camps. Right? They're going to wither and they're going to perish. They're going to be Ballsbag Israelites in the kingdom. Right?
This is Psalm 103, right? Verse 13 to back up, and then after I jump down to 15. Like as the father pitieth his children, so Yahweh Hashem Yahushai pitieth them that fear him.
Yeah, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he pitied them that what? That fear him. Right? This is Zechariah. This is Zechariah chapter 3. Sorry, Zephaniah. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Who is that her? The elect. The elect of the nation of Israel. Right? It says, at that time I will bring you again, even the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says the Lord. Right? So all you mockers, you scoffers, right? You two-thirds, you Christians, you Nation of Islam, you Kemet, right? You Hindus, Jake, yeah, Jake, who's it? Jake fucking up there playing Pagwa, in Pagwa, a Hindu festival, right? All these abominations, the Most High said what we are sold unto our enemies, not for our destruction, but because we moved the Most High to wrath. Guess what? As Brother Makazada's always saying, only taking lemons and making lemonade. You're not supposed to make lemonade. You're supposed to cry out to Yahweh Shem Yahushai to get the hell out of this captivity. Right? The Lord said, well, go into the middle of the city, Ezekiel 9 and 4, somebody just read it real quick. You see, this thing, by design, this knowledge was only for the elect. This book is only for the elect. Right? This book was sifted from the get-go. Christians bugged the hell out. the Nazis reading this book and thinking that they have some fucking Salakia again. They're thinking that they have some right, that they're supreme, they are the Aryan race, right? No, you're not. Hey, that had nothing to do with you, right? The Edomites, yes, you're are the anointed cherub, but guess what? You're going too far now. You understand? You carry the punishment way past, right? So you're gonna be judged for that.
Like GOCC. Alright, GOCC, I mean, hey, like the brother said, like, you know, as he said, like Brother Marcus had to say, taking lime and make lemonade. Passover ain't supposed to, like, apparently they know when I have their Passover. Alright, the Passover ain't supposed to be, as the elders will say, no fucking lamb dinner. Alright, with people coming, like if it's one of them stush party. Alright, the glorious garments. When you watch the Chicago camp, men was basically in rags. The scripture talk about sackcloth and all them big glorious apparel with all the turban and all the mitre and all them dancing and singing. Hey, the scripture say eat in here and get fuck out of that. You understand? You people singing and a little boy doing the little dance. Hey, all the mocking it up. You can't hear them out from the Passover ain't no time to be, you know. That's supposed to that. Hey, as I was saying, and even for the day of the Passover, a lot of brothers was in the same spirit. I'm coming around the Passover, like a chill lost me over here. You just be frightened. Alright, hoping and praying that the Most High have mercy for you and pass over. Alright, that is the reason for it is called a Passover. That the angel of death will pass over your house and can't touch you. Alright, but you thinking that no. It's another feast for that.
Word. Galatians chapter 5 verse 7. Be not deceived, how by some outside the mock, because for whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap.
And Jeremiah 16, alright, it says bam bam. Alright, go ahead, read that.
This is Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 8. He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity, and the word of his anger shall fail.
He that soweth iniquity shall reap vanity. And that we're seeing coming up in these other Israelite groups, in the camps. Iniquity, right? False tongue. I'm swearing falsely. Hey, you'll preach rape, this and the other, right? Vanity. Hey, we not of them. We about our own doctrine. We about our own brand. Yahweh Shimei Shai wasn't about no brand. He's about his father's business. Yahweh Shimei Shai said, "Blessed is the humble, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the kingdom." Right? So, hey, at the end of the day, if you get caught up in that, because the Most High filter you out, because he didn't open your eyes, because you talk, blessed are your eyes, because you see. Matthew 13, your eyes, because you see. Right? But he speaks unto them in parables because he is not given unto them. Because their destiny is to be destroyed. Zechariah 13 verse 8. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 48 and 10. It says, cursed be he that doeth the work of Yahweh deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his hand from his sword from blood.
Yeah, keep cook. Go ahead. You go ahead.
Then look at that word secret. The brother was talking about Jesus, right? When you look at the word secret, it says slackness. It says slackness, deceitful, treachery. Right? And I basically know the works and how they kept the Passover, because Passover is supposed to be nice. You know? They had like a party, you know, at dinner.
Years back, Nate said what? Some Israelite groups will have you believe that the Passover is a solemn feast.
But that's why them body, apparel, them garment, because their kingdom is on these ends. You know?
Exactly. They're trying to make the kingdom inside the Esau kingdom. Right? As I was saying, years ago they jump out and say that they will have some Israelite groups will have you believe that the Passover is a solemn feast. It is a solemn feast. If you read the scriptures and in the spirit, and to be in the spirit of the scriptures is not even hard. The Lord was about, he worked so many plagues to destroy the Egyptians. And then the last plague here now, he said what? Unless you put the blood of the lamb over your lentils and the doorpost, he's going to destroy the firstborn. The firstborn of the cattle, the firstborn of the Egyptians, and even our firstborn. Right? Unless you put the blood. So what is that? That's not a solemn time, that's not a serious time. And he said, make haste. Make your bread upon the heart. Right? Do not put any leaven in it because you have no time for it to rise. You're making haste. You're doing this thing quick. Go and spoil the Egyptians, borrow the gold. Right? Within that, when you read the continuation, you realize that the Most High just filter out because they take the same gold and they make your idols that they believe in from Egypt and the Most High filter them out, swallow them up. You understand? But these people, they don't fear Yahweh Shimei Shai, they just want to do what they want.
Right? This is Jeremiah 16, verse 8 and 9. It says, thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting, to sit with them to eat and to drink. For thus said Yahweh B'Shem Yashar Quos, the power of Israel. Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes, and in your days the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. Right? So yes, that whole thing with Jesus, the Most High going to cause that whole, even IUIC and Kofi, right? The so-called God sent comforter, them just have like a party for Passover. Alright, so the time going to come that the Most High going to take with mirth and gladness, even because all of us are weddings also. Alright?
I remember some years back, when I know him in the street, you know, see Kofi and them Passover. That was a big thing, boy, like a Colosseum or something. So they went. I see men marching, swing, all in a race, swing, for the garments and all the phylacteries and everything on it. You understand? But the Most High not dealing with all that, man. Hey, you're talking about being in Passover, being in that kind of spirit. Because you don't know the scripture say no man know the day or the hour, right? You don't know that if the Most High decide at the Passover, he's going to make his return. At that time when we reverencing the Lord, we looking to be found in his mercy and in his grace, not to be destroyed with the 2/3.
This is the book of Philippians chapter 3 and verse 17. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so, as ye have us for an example. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Yahweh Shai, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. So our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach. They say they were the mind earthly things. And hey, when they check out some of these Israelite camps, right, IUIC, GOCC, ISUPK, all of them, they try to bring these earthly things and worldly things and mingle it with the truth. Alright? That is folly. Most I say what their end is this.
Let's see the demon. Select let's see the demon. See the demon? When we come up the last time, him going there with the Tajan here. Now we come, no. He come here, the chairman, and in subtlety asking me what we about, and we going through it with him now. See that? You see he's a Muslim? They say that they got his spirit from since then. Can you remember him when he came? Yeah, when I remember him. He come and he asks questions and things, and he's asking what this is about. Take. And I say he's a Muslim. Well, don't go into too deep with him. What?
Alright? Most I go and judge all these fake Israelite camps. You know, these deceivers of our people, the scripture say what the leaders of these people cause them to corrupt. You know? And they that a lot of them are going to be destroyed. So to you niggas are right in the IUIC. Alright, you 2/3 you're going to be destroyed. Alright? Until the electmen that in the IUIC, all these false camps come out. Alright?
Quickly.
Follow Yahweh Shai. Alright, so following them doctrines and devils.
Make no tarry to turn to Yahweh Shimei Shai, because IUIC don't have Yahweh Shimei Shai. GOCC don't have Yahweh Shimei Shai. Kofi Church don't have Yahweh Shimei Shai.
Well, people get with You see them have on fancy garments, you might see them looking all militant. You know, they have on cargo pants and shiny boots. You understand? Done.
James 2. That's what I'm saying. But the scripture say, and them partial. You know,
Right, right.
yeah. As the word is talking about that, right? This is Matthew. For them are so-called Israelites. This is Matthew chapter 7, reading from verse 21 to 23. Not everyone that said unto me, Yahushua, Yahushua, shall enter the kingdom of heaven. James 2.
Not everybody that's saying Lord, Lord right now into the kingdom of heaven. Alright, because many of them are that many guys saying Lord, Lord. Alright, but they ain't doing what it takes. Alright, they ain't fulfilling that duty of the Most High. Alright, they ain't walking in accordance to the way that Yahushua walked. Alright, Yahushua, when you went into the temple and see them selling, alright, he was wrought. Alright, because he said, my forefathers were supposed to be a house of prayer.
But they're not thieves.
You understand? That made it now they're not thieves and robbers. Alright? Everything's supposed to be in its rightful order, but these Israelite camps, alright, these unjust leaders, they twist some things. Alright, they bring in their own, as you say, their own brand. Alright, and that way they went off, because they try to bring in their own brand and then follow after the brand of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Alright?
This Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me.
Woe to you, destruction. Alright? If it is, you're not following after the ways of the Most High, you're going to be destroyed. Alright? The ways of the Most High leads unto life. That's why it says, seek me and live. Alright? Go ahead.
It says, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Not of his spirit, and with the spirit of the Most High, his words. Alright? The words, John 6:63, the words that he speaks unto us is spirit, and they are truth. Alright? You gotta go according to the words of the Most High. The scripture says, what is a solemn assembly?
Yeah.
Solemn means sacred. Solemn don't mean costume party. It don't mean lamb dinner. Alright? It don't mean guest appearance singers. Alright? It don't mean women dancing. Alright?
Yeah, so like as they say that because hey, Shalom, yeah, how much you shy about Shimon Kako, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because some years back on the Passover, Nick also invite the author of the Babylon to Timbuktu, I forget his name. Rudolph Windsor. Yeah. And they had like they make it like a kind of conference where they was talking about the black, like to revamp the Black Wall Street. You understand? They're trying, you know, they're trying to say like we need to alleviate the curses this kind of way. Right? I can't remember. I don't want to go into deep before I swear falsely or say something wrong. But he did invite Rudolph R. Windsor, right? And they had it like a kind of revamp. Right? Like an expo. Right? I know what it was about. I know what the Passover was about. Now I'm singing on Shai Barakatah. Shalom. Same to you,
Shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works?
Yeah, and hey, that is what many of these pastors, these Christian pastors, go in and shout. Alright, Lord, haven't we cast out devils? Haven't we spoken your so-called tongues? You understand when it says they was deceived? Scripture say well, you send them strong delusions that they will continue to believe a lie. Alright, they think right now they're going on the right path. The scripture say well, there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is of death and destruction. Alright, they think they're doing the Lord's work. Alright, but right when they're actually the Most High watching them and saying what? Alright, because hey, the spirit of Yahweh Basham Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. They do the Lord's work out here. We doing the Lord's work. Alright. scripture say what? Study to show yourself approved, a workman.
Right.
You did not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Alright? And these Christians, they can't rightly divide the word of truth. Alright? They don't know the scriptures. Many of them speak to them. Alright? They're clueless. Alright? They just run off teaching and philosophies of man. Trinity. Alright? The Trinity breakdown.
Virgin birth, Immaculate Conception.
Immaculate Conception. And they even bring scripture to support Christmas.
Old Testament done away with.
Can't. That's philosophy.
You are not grace, you are not grace.
The law is done away with.
No?
I have a precept. This is Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 8. And the prophet, and if the prophet be deceived when he had spoken a thing, I Yahweh had deceived that prophet.
Yeah, you deceive it to make you an example. Alright, it's going to be an example of how not to be.
Nate is an example, IUIC. Kofi is an example, the Israelite Church of God and Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Right?
Hey, everything was done, when you check it out, everything was done as an example for the elect. You know, when something was done, Yahweh would explain to them why did this take place. You understand? But when the disciples they asked, who did sin? That this man was born blind, and Yahweh when he explained to them, hey, it's not that he sinned or his parents sinned, but that the will and the Most High, you know, power and the might of the Most High will be shown.
That's what the Lord said, again, when back to Matthew 13, he said, those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, let them hear. Because what? As you said for that example, IUIC, when the Most High started to bring the fire upon IUIC, the house, and Nate, because Nate is the captain, which I'm going to read about the captain in the same scripture in Ezekiel 14, right? And those are follow after. When they started to be, when the fire started to come, out of all the men that exposed from the women, that exposed the men having sex with their daughters, incest, rape, murder now, murder after the rap sheet, right? Right. Also all these men that come out and expose and say all these different things, the pocket, extortion, who out there doing the work, who separate themselves and say, well, you see, we're going to continue to do the work. We separate ourselves from the evil wicked camp, and we're going to do work. Only one man, Shakia. Right? Shakia separated himself, he started to call back on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he teaching. So it goes to show the Most High only deal with small numbers. You understand? He only deal with small numbers. Israelite Church of God and Christ, Kofi Church. What coming out of that? Right? How much of them men leaving out of that church of extortion? 5 point something million he extort from the congregation. Set up a dummy business. He had rented luxury vehicles to drop his children to school and bring them back. He had these luxury cars for himself. War houses and rent. How much of them separating themselves from that wickedness and serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai in spirit and in truth? Right? We hear any records of these people. This is Ezekiel 14 verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he had spoken a thing, I, Yahweh, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him from the midst of the people, of my people Israel. It says, and they that bear the punishment of their iniquity, and they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity, the punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him.
Yes, so it should be in your thoughts, alright? I don't know if Nathan will be thinking that they want to get away from the punishment that is due unto them, alright? You're going to be punished because hey, you're blaspheme against the name, the Holy Spirit, alright? Most are going to bring judgment upon you all. That whole organization is going to shut up, alright? They're going to be destroyed. The scripture says what? In the congregation of the wicked, a fire is going to be kindled. Alright, bring out that precept in 1 Peter 1
Hey, yeah. You better bring out 1 Peter and come on board.
4?
Yeah, 1 Peter 1 and 4. So, 1 Peter 4 and 17.
Wrong guy right here.
God.
It's 4 and 4, yeah. This is 1 Peter 4 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
It says, if he be reproached for the name of a Mashiach,
It's like we to be reproached. Alright, they ridicule us for the name. We come out and we stand stiffly for that name. We declare Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua. We're not bending from that.
That's right.
Alright? We're not going to go into no Christ and make no billboard with GMS. No. Alright, this is Yahweh Shai's church. And we declare that. Go ahead.
Hey, it says, if he be brought for the name of a Mashiach, happy are he.
Happy are ye. Alright, because hey, the scripture say happy are ye when men shall persecute you and say all manner of evil against you. In Matthew 5. Alright, great is your reward. And that's what we do in this world because hey, after all the shame, alright, after all the ridiculing, after all the reproach is honor. Once we continue in faith. Alright, go ahead.
Hey, it says, for the spirit of glory and of power descendeth upon you.
And we know for a fact that the spirit and the glory and the power descending upon great millstones started from the elders and apostles come right down. Like who's the one be going into all them deep breakdowns? Alright, who's the ones alright that be feeding the nation of Israel? Because hey, whether you wanna declare it or not, alright, we know that you all be checking the apostles' breakdowns. Alright? Go ahead.
Yeah, like years ago we had the 14th Street Dairy Queen, 14th Street Israelite. Yeah, he used to be subtly asking questions to check out the breakdowns, to learn them.
Learn it.
Yeah, it says, on their part, he is evil spoken of.
Yeah, we evil spoken of daily. Alright, they say we are rapists, they say we are pedophiles, they say we are all sorts of things. Yeah, because we standing stiffly for Yahweh Shai. Alright, because Yahweh Shai said the whole I come in the volume of the book. And that's what we just deal with the volume of the book. Alright, so when we stand stiffly for this, we are evil spoken of. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah. It says,
Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, the part he is even spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. It says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer.
Let none of you suffer as a what? A murderer. Alright, and when you check the congregation at IUIC, alright, you're seeing murderers. Alright? Spiritually and physically. Alright, what happened to Sister Joy?
Alleged. Let me leave it as alleged. We still leave it as alleged. But spiritually, because they're not washing their hands on the blood. You understand? Because they're not giving the nation Yahweh Shimi how shy. They're not telling the nation, they're not preparing them at the gates for the day of the hour of temptation, which is what? The time of the RFID chip.
That's right.
You understand?
This is Isaiah 61 and verse 7. It says, for your shame you shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them.
Everlasting joy shall be unto them. Alright, because at the end of this story, alright, at the end of all this one playing off, Scripture says, what the saints shall possess the kingdom. Alright, forever and ever. Alright? And hey, saints in a deeper sense is the elect. Alright, it's the nation of Israel. But when they go to Psalm 55, Psalm 148, alright, the last two words say Israel. Alright? But hey, somebody get Galatians 6:16 back up for sure real quick. Galatians 6:16.
That's not right. This is Isaiah 54 and verse 11. It says, O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest and not comforted, behold, I will lay thy stones with fair colors, and lay thy foundations with sapphires. I will make thy windows of agates, and thy gates of tabernacles, and all thy borders of pleasant stones. And all thy children shall be taught of Yahweh, and great shall be the peace of thy children.
Yes, so it's total glory. No longer we're going to be walking on pitch. Alright, the pitch is unclean. Alright? Pitch ain't good for your joints. Alright, this ground that this concrete that we're walking on. Alright, so in that day it's gonna be a whole different vibration, yo. Alright? From all the buildings that's gonna be erected, cities, alright, in our homes. Alright, it's gonna be a different vibration. You know, it's gonna be a vibration of peace and righteousness. Whereas today in this earth, alright, it's corruption, it's pollution. The very air that you breathe is filth. Alright?
That's right.
The people around you filthy.
So like let's talk about the ground, the pitch and the cup, the the pitch and the concrete, right? That's how the so-called white man, the devil, that's how he set up his system, right? Because like we here in Trinidad, we have what? The organized town and country, right? You're supposed to go to town and country with your plans and how you want to build the house. They will tell you, well, all right, this is the specifications to run your sewer and your water, your electrical, all these different things, right? That's how the so-called white man set it up. When they take a bird's eye view of the streets, everything you see, everything kind of square off, right? Everything kind of map off, right? Because that's how they want the place to be, right? But in the kingdom, right, we're gonna have streets paved with gold. Our buildings gonna be made of these precious stones. They're gonna increase our vibration. Everything gonna work towards increasing the vibration of Israel. Yeah, that's in Sirach. Right, but that's what touching doctrines. Right? You touch he that touch the pitch, yeah, you'll be defiled therewith. So you touch it to the doctrine and the philosophy, you're gonna be defiled with it. Right? So like homosexuality, lesbianism, you might say, well, watch. Hey, as long as a homo don't touch me and mine, I'm good. That means that you down for it. You're not speaking up against it. You're not putting it down. You're defiled by it. Right? And well, I just wanted to bring out the point with the gold, because if you watch like Jake in this low estate, Jake come upon some money, what they do? They like to shine. So they might go and get them fancy cars, they get them big rims, right? And they'll get gold. And the gold will increase the aura, the energy, right? The whole city of Jerusalem is going to be made in gold, right? The scripture says, the gold is mine, silver is mine, all of that belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? So the elites, right, they have a picture of the Queen of England going through a vault in England, but she going through a vault and just gold bars. Them gold bars going to be what? To pave the streets of Jerusalem, to build the buildings, right? All the gold, they have them big diamonds and shit that they find. But according to the brothers was breaking it down, that a diamond is not a precious stone, right? The emeralds, because the scriptures go through it in Revelation too, right? But in Revelation, it also means the men. Because each tribe had a stone, right? Each tribe had a stone and they go by. So you see, like on the left hand side, they go by you go have what you call it, zodiac sign and all that shit, and then you go have a color. But really, actually, that goes back to on the right hand side. Each tribe had a stone, right? So we're gonna have these things in the kingdom, and they're gonna increase our aura, right? What?
In that day, Jerusalem could be in a righteous state, but I was always going on something big. This is Tobit, chapter 13, and start from verse 16. For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stones.
Yes, so Jerusalem is going to be built up, all right? But before Jerusalem is being built up, all right, it's gonna have a breaking down, all right? Because the scripture says Ecclesiastes 3 is a time to put in, a time to build, all right, a time to break down. All right, Most High right now he's breaking down this devil's kingdom. We don't want our kingdom to be built upon this shit. All right, this shit gotta go. All right, all these things that we see now shall be resolved. All right, well.
Thy walls and towards and battlements with pure gold.
Pure gold. Well.
And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with briley and carbuncle and stones of opal.
Yeah. Carbuncle, all right. Emerald, emerald, and precious emerald. All right. So hey, Jerusalem is going to be glorious. All right. Whereas we see it now. All right. When it paved. All right. Once at that potholes. All right.
What you do us?
Waterlogged streets.
Right, we have a question, right? The question is, what Jesus Christ do us, right? What? Ask it again.
What Jesus Christ do us?
Right, what's Jesus Christ you're talking about? The image that you just see there?
No, how? Well, and the name, right? The name I think, right?
Name. Right, that's not his name. The Savior of Israel, his name is not
Ifa.
Jesus.
Ifa.
Right? Yeah, that's Isa.
That's a picture of a white man. That's
Right.
But the name don't represent the post name direct, the prophet of God.
Right, that Isa, right? Who Islam called Isa, right? That vibration of that man represents the so-called white man.
No.
Right? The prophet that came, right, to save his people from their sins. His name is Yahweh Shai. Right? He came to save his people from their sins.
By Jesus Christ.
That's who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. We don't call him that. Because we acknowledge that was an image and that was a vibration set up to keep our people in a docile state.
Yeah, in a certain way, I agree with
Right.
that. In a kind of way, not fully, but in
Right?
a kind of way.
But there was a man.
Named Isa.
No, that wasn't his name. His name was John 19:19.
What are you reading from?
We read it from the Bible.
King James Bible?
Yeah. Right, what do you know about King James? I'm asking you. Because many people come up and say King James Bible and then they will have their opinion of King James. But you went deep into the history of King James.
That's why if I tell you something, I just try to understand something right.
Right, but I want to know what you know about King James. Maybe you might edify me.
No, I know he's a man who write the Bible, but without any inspiration, nothing from God. I just he
Right.
just inspired himself.
Right, well he didn't write the
It
Bible.
like Jesus Christ, who was inspired by God.
Right.
Not
No.
this white man here, but somebody else.
Right. No. We'll deal with one thing at a time, right? So we'll come to King James after. Go ahead.
This is the book of John chapter 19 and verse 19.
Uh-huh.
And Pilate wrote a title and put it on the cross.
Right, you're reading now, right? Go ahead.
Verbatim, right?
Yeah, put it.
It says, and the writing was Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews.
Right, this was the writing because when you like that brother leaning up on the post and had the sign above him. So the Lord was crucified on that piece of wood right there and had a sign on top of it. The writing was Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. Go ahead. That's what we would read in what? That's how we read it in English. Go ahead.
It says, this title, and read many of the Jews, for the place where Jesus was crucified was nigh to the city, and it was written in Hebrew.
It was written in Hebrew, so it had translations of the writing. Right? It was written in Hebrew. Go ahead.
And Greek.
It was written in Greek. Go ahead.
And Latin.
And it was written in Latin. It had 3 translations on that sign. Right? It was written in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Why is that? Because the man who they called Jesus, ignorantly, he was a Hebrew man. The rulers of the people that at the time, they were what? They were the Greek. No, they were the Romans. And before them were the Greek. Right? There was that time in there, what? It was Herod, Pontius Pilate, and these men, they represented the Romans. Right? The title read, "Here like the King of the Jews." Right? Israel King is Israel God. Because when he comes back, he's going to save his people from their sins. Read Matthew, right? Matthew 1:21, Baba
This
Kusha.
is Acts chapter 5 and verse 31. It says, him that God exalted with his right hand.
Him, the Most High, the Father, as you said, he was inspired by the Father, right? Scripture said that he did his Father's will. And the Father came and he said, what? This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. After that, he died and he ascended into heaven and he sat at the right hand side of the Father. No other angel had that position. Go ahead.
I'll read from today.
Go ahead.
Acts chapter 5 verse 30 says, the God of our Father raised up Jesus, whom he slew and hung on a tree. Him had God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sin.
For to give repentance unto Israel. Now the word repent means what? Back or to turn back, and go back to penitence. For Israel to turn back to the laws and come and serve the Lord in spirit and in truth. Right? Right, repentance unto Israel. Matthew 1:21, Baba Kasha.
This is Matthew chapter 1 verse 21. And you shall bring forth his son.
Right, who is this? This is his mother, Mary. Go ahead.
And thou shalt call his name
Call the correct name.
Yahushai.
They should call his name Yahushai, his Hebrew name. Go ahead. Because they were Hebrew and the angel spoke to them in Hebrew. Go ahead.
For he shall save his people from their sins.
He shall save his people from their sins, possessive nouns. Right? So the prophet, right, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ, who you I think is in Arabic, they say what? Isa, right? His name was Yahushai. He, deliverer, right? And his father's name was Yahweh. He to be or he exists. That's what the Hebrew, that's what the words break down to mean. Jesus or Isa means nothing. Go ahead.
I see on social media where they burn Quran and Christ.
No, we here never do that.
No, but under the same banner, I'm saying it.
I have never seen it. I can only answer for me, and these brothers can answer, but I have not seen it. What do what Quran mean, by the way? Quran mean?
Quran,
What does it mean? Yeah.
I think to recite,
To recite
to read.
or to read. Anybody know otherwise?
Yeah, basically correct because it's
That's correct.
Paul, it's where the Hebrew word Korah.
Correct. Paul.
Yeah, which is Paul. You know, basically
Alright.
since most of them actually
To recite, eh? That was basically
so
to recite.
Right.
Am I doing no thing, you know what?
So you mentioned that King James wasn't inspired,
Yeah.
right? He inspired. Well, who inspired Muhammad?
So Islam, well, the message was sent through angel Gabriel, right? To the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it was from Allah, Almighty Allah Azawajal, to the angel Gabriel, to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that was how, and it wasn't revealed all at once because Almighty Allah said in the Quran, if the Quran was to descend upon a mountain, it would have crushed it. So it was not revealed all at once.
Right, so you believe that. So now, what we say is, now we believe, all right, that the Most High worked strategically through King James, and he had the army at 51 scholars.
Yeah, 51 interpreters who were Hebrews, right? They translated. All he do is give an order. He authorized them to go and take it from the scrolls, from the Latin and the Greek, and bring it from the scroll, from the Hebrew, bring it into the Latin and the Greek, and then bring it into the English, right? So you can bring
This in like true real hatred for the man himself.
Who?
Messiah?
Yeah, what
Yahweh Shai?
Yeah.
It is a hatred for him?
Yeah.
No, that's our Savior. What you see this image? Right, this image here, right? I'm about to hold it up. Because I'm not gonna bring him on the camera, right? Right, this image, what this image represents is that we calling out this devil for who he is. He's a devil, the word devil. I don't know what you all say in the Arabic. Shaitan, right? It means the word devil means I think Jane go back to spirits, right?
So the white man you
Calling the devil.
I mean the white man itself.
Right, because the word devil means deceiver. He deceived the nations.
Yeah, but he wouldn't got a creation of God the same way.
Yes, but the Most High created him. His purpose was to be the devil. His purpose was to be the evil on the planet Earth. Job 9:24.
Like the white man.
This man, this white man. Because,
drawing here.
yeah, this drawing. Because this is his original painting, as to say. He was the son of Alexander the Sixth Pope of Rome. This is Cedric Borgia.
Or the guys who
They put and made this man.
Make people feel that is right.
That this is right. So this is what this image portrays. What you know the devil as?
I find the feel a little more safe around because it's unsafe around.
You see, knowledge, wisdom, and knowledge shall be the same ability at that time. So, you know, people move off of emotions. But if you stop and ask a question, we can explain ourselves. You will debate your cause. That's what the scripture said to do, you know. Debate your cause.
I couldn't go and sleep without stopping and things.
Yeah.
So I passing and I tell you, it's scary.
We can say the same thing as you better say.
Yeah, but look how much earlier and just me alone.
Right.
This is where God has said no difference
sir.
between Jew and Greek.
Yeah.
There's going to be a difference because your time basically no difference.
Yeah, because we represent the same thing. You know, you just going wrong. You wearing it full time. But we just wearing it to prophesy.
So it's part-time.
No, full time. Yeah, no, because I want to come back to burning the Quran. I have a question for you on that. Right? Go ahead. I have a question. The prophets.
All the companions of Almighty Allah prophet was serious man. It was man not to mess with.
What are you saying?
Joel 2 and 13.
Why are Jordan in the years? Jordan Ford, you know?
Nice small thing, nice small. That's nothing. Hear the scripture, right?
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 13, is that right?
Yeah.
What that is?
2 verse 13.
King James 2?
King James 2.
First time I heard about Joel.
First time I heard about Joel.
I never, who is that man?
He was a prophet too. He was a prophet too. Well,
It says, Joel chapter 2 verse 13, and rend your heart and not your garment.
rend your heart. The word rend means a tear. Right? So in mourning, rend your heart, mourn your heart and not your garment. So really and truly, I don't have to I go about my daily business, right? I have on my spiritual fringes. Right? I have on my spiritual meat tree. Right? I don't have to
Portray that fucking
for everybody all the time.
Stop it in the back.
Right?
If you're working in a company,
Right.
and the company have a uniform,
Right.
you would wear the uniform to work in the company, or you'll say, why not wear the uniform to work?
I understand.
I don't need to wear that to say I work in here. You will do that?
The company rules stipulate that I wear the uniform.
Alright, so what
But
is-
well, this is it. We
Yeah.
read it from
No,
the
no.
rule book. The
No,
rule
that's
book
what I'm
say
saying.
rend your heart and not your garment.
Yeah, but in another part of that, in another part of that same scripture,
Right.
maybe it will have something to contradict that. It's what I say, meaning, right? Meaning that if you more would obey the laws of this land than the laws of what Almighty God says.
No, I will obey the Most High. Now hear what I'm saying. The scripture says, this your spirituality. If it is that you want to wear your frontlets, right? The priests used to wear frontlets. That's something that they have on top here to make them remember. No, it's a box they used to wear. It's a headband. All that. They used to wear armbands for like trees, right? You used to have you'll have the task, the beads, right?
That's not to wear, that's to use.
That's to use, right? All these different things. They were given to us carnally to remember the law. The fringes was given to us carnally to remember the law. Right? Now, if it is to keep your spirituality, you choose to do it, you can do it. I'm not condemning you wearing your garments all day 24/7. Right? But I rend my heart. Because they have many men, they have these pastors up in the churches, they have all these, the nicest and most eloquent garments, but they're wicked.
Yes, you would find that. You would
Right.
find wickedness, right? Now, the same as how Almighty God create good,
Yeah.
Almighty God create evil.
Look him here. That's what we telling you, look him here.
But besides that
So, and
evil,
he have only garment here. He have only garment here.
besides that evil,
Yeah.
besides that evil, what you're saying is evil.
Yeah.
You know you have evil within you.
Yes, the scripture said, a man who said that he had not said, he's a liar. He's a liar. Go ahead, bring a precept.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 17 and verse 16. Every man from his youth is given to evil. Neither could they make to themselves fleshy hearts or stony.
Right.
And then within, alright. Just the same as how when a child born, a devil born for that child. And then when you're disobedient to Almighty Allah, Allah does assign a next devil to you. Oh, you mightn't believe in that, or you might believe in that.
It have devils, it have spirits that will torment.
Yes, it has genes. Now, the same as how I'm not sure all this things here.
Sirach 33, 13,
I
and 14.
might have my own opinion on what this really about. But if you fear God, you fear Allah, whatever this about, it should have no effect on you. Well, if you really so like all this on the ground here, my brother. Now if all this fear God, we'll put this on the ground. If this is the word of God, I just
13
ask you
and
something.
14.
I don't want to be thinking. If this is the word of God, this is what you believe in. This will be on the ground. No, I don't know. I different.
That's how we're saying, right? That's how we're saying, right?
Man is spit, piss, do all kind of things. And no rain and fall today. Rainfall? Excuse? No, but alright.
that was
if
my
you have a
question.
daughter,
That was my question going back to
you
the
have
word
a
of the
newborn
Quran.
daughter, you will come out here and put your daughter on the ground there? No, it is less. It's less. In a sense, it's less. Meaning, this is supposed to be the word of God. And if this is the word of God and you really fear God from your heart, this will be there.
But this is what I say, right?
You're working a special cushion just for this.
That's what I say, right? That's what I say, right? That was my question coming back to the word of the Quran. No. Who print the Quran? Or who print the Bible? And by the ways and means that they do it, would they clean? So it's more about them words being in your heart and your heart being in your mind.
No, well, this is what
I understand the defilement, right? You see the offense and the defilement.
Yeah, and
I understand what you're
even though I
saying.
might be following them,
Yeah.
but I go find to myself is an insult.
Well, then don't fall will be easy for you. Because if a man fall, you will fall easy as well. See what I'm saying? If you're watching something simple as a book on the ground, and you know that shit. Yeah, and you know what I mean? That don't mean you have to take away from the ground. You can't watch, that way you better tell you, don't watch and compare. I'm not saying, you tell me, that shit, that not the shit. Yo,
What about the man?
If you won't put your newborn child on the ground like this,
I understand what you're saying.
why
But hear this, right? You know what? You all do the same thing that we do. And it's supposed to. In terms of the dietary law, we don't deal with pork. We don't deal with pork, right? No, we part of the Quran quotes the Torah, which is the laws.
Yeah, because Jesus Christ, he never eat pork, he
Right.
never drink wine, he never do these things.
He drink wine. One of the first miracle he do is turn water into wine.
Turn water into wine.
Right?
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 So they believe
Yeah.
maybe the wine is in the type of wine what they will drink will get high from it.
Alright, so you're saying that it was not alcoholic wine, grape juice. I know that's a doctrine too.
Yeah, I will
Right.
say that.
So then why did the host of the wedding party say, hey, when you go to the wedding and they bring the best wine first and they leave the bad wine for the end, but you leave the best for the last. So that wasn't non-alcoholic wine. Because they can't have good grape juice and best grape juice. Grape juice is grape juice.
This thing. If you could drink that.
Scripture said drink wine for thy stomach sake, for thy often infirmities. Hear what the scripture say. You have it? You can bring it? Yeah, bring it.
If I would say, if you're going to the Hebrew word for wine is yayan, which when you look it up, it's intoxicating liquor. You understand? So yeah, it was alcoholic wine.
Right? Hear what the scripture say. The scripture gets balance. Right? They say wine is a mocker. If you overdrink wine, it give men strength, right? But at the end of the day, they're going to be fools because they're going to be destroyed. Bring it briefly.
Well, there's 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 23. Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake and thy often infirmity.
So when they're in the army and they get sick and they get injured, they're going to carry it to the infirmary, right? In their stomach you have bacteria, right? You can have candida. Candida is a bacteria, a bacteria that can build up from eating too much sugars, right? Sugars and starches, right? But a little wine can kill that. Right, wine, we talk about those strong drink, especially brown liquor, right? A little wine, right? No made wine.
I can just say this too. That's how Israel used to pay the tithes. In the ancient days, you say you drink the same.
This is Deuteronomy 14 verse 35. It says, then shalt thou turn it into money and bind up money.
Read 2 verses up. You had to comment it.
It says, thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed that the field bringeth forth year by year, and thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there.
Right.
The tithe of thy corn.
That place is to the grill up.
Yeah, it says, the tithe of thy corn, of thy wine,
Of thy what?
of thy wine.
No, this was a thing when they go into the Passover feast, right? You may not be able to move, you may not be able to go with remember tithe was food. I wanted wait a straight too much. Remember the tithe was food. When we were going over, you might have to make a long run with that food.
The foreigners, when the
You may not be
foreigners,
able to travel with it.
yeah, when the foreigners coming in from
Right.
different lands, because
What
the scripture
they-
talk
what they
about
did-
Israel being scattered abroad.
What they did, that's what this explaining here. That's all you'll be able to that is why this explain it. When they travel, what they did was they transformed the food into money. And when they reach where they go, they take the money and they buy whatever your heart desire. Wine, if you buy back the food and you go to the feast. That's what this explain here. Well,
Yeah, it says,
we need to bang it.
that thou shalt truly tithe all thy increase of thy seed,
Read on.
that the
It's piece of
field,
thy seed of thy field.
Bring it.
That's where you plant, you corn, you understand? Read on.
that thy field, that
Yeah.
the field bringeth forth year by year.
Year by year. So tithe, you know that thing is not every week. It was year by year for the Passover. Read on.
Like once a year they used to drink.
Read on. Nah, yeah. No. You ain't understanding. We're talking about the feast. We just making a point, but we're showing you wine. It's not against the law not to drink wine. But we show it here. To the scriptures.
But true natural understanding. I just actually some, right? The farmer is a farmer, broken away.
Hold on.
Natural understanding. Understanding and wisdom Almighty God gives. Now, alcohol is a thing. You don't find it happen more bad in it than good.
Yeah, but you have a good also. Because the scripture.
Not everybody should take a little drink and say, boy, I could do it. Well, alright. Just come like Islam, right? When the ayat was revealed to the messenger of God, first Quran said that alcohol refrain from it. It has more bad than good. Everybody threw away that all alcohol to flush the street with it. So if this Almighty God creator, Allah, Yahweh, whatever, word is called, creator, if he could say that this substance is having more bad in it than good, and he said, we're praying for that. Who is still? Who is still? No, even said the natural understanding, right? People will drink and drink 26, to my own example, for 10 5 This is the effects of alcohol. So, in a sense, the natural understanding, someone said, we get to well, but what you done? Yeah,
No, that's something in the scriptures. You see a lot of things, but it's not in the scriptures, right? No, the scriptures are something you call balance.
moderation.
Yeah. The scriptures speak about men, if they're giving men wine when they can't take no more, don't force them. Yeah, precept, bring it. It have a balance in the law. Because guess what? We live under captivity. That's why we can't keep the law in front of us.
Yeah, this world is a prison. We don't say different. This
Right.
world is a prison.
It's a prison. Well, your body is a prison. This is a prison. It's a big prison. Because we're in slavery. Right? We're in subjection to laws.
Yeah.
So to the laws of the land, right?
It's not only hand now, it's on foot.
Okay, good.
It's mind.
Bring that to them.
There's Sirach.
So how we deal here, right? We prove what we say by the scriptures. So we don't want to overtalk and, you know what I mean? More scriptures come out and you don't understand it. We don't want to go on too much book. It's not one book because the scriptures talk about reading too many.
You bring your precept?
It destroys
Later?
it can destroy you.
Well, in the Quran, Allah says different.
Yeah, but in the Quran, right? It says if you don't understand something, you go back to
You refer to the Sahaba as God.
right, so we're dealing with what we're dealing with is the real source. We go in the real source and we go dig it out and we go get understanding right here. We ain't trying to go all about the place too much.
Yeah, but they say,
This organization, right?
There's no organization.
This is get what this is. Hear what this is. This is a realization of our nationality.
Yeah, this is. I'll show you what this is. This organization is these things in America when they form Black Panther. This is what I call. That's not.
No.
That's all.
No.
This is something they call our awakening. You can't really break up this.
Yeah.
You see a movement, you can mash it up. The white man, anything that comes black, Black Panther. Like I some black consciousness movement. Black consciousness. Everything that was named under black people. So-called white man crush it. You see, this is what I call our awakening. This Yahuba Shimi or Shai, men waking up to the true nationality. They can't stop it. So even if a man come out here and say, hey, I'm going to break up this, it can't break up. You know why? We're coming out of this here. Once you read this, people, they're going to scatter. Because you know why? People they hate the truth.
So as you gonna break it down,
Yeah, you know why this organization too? None of these brothers here, they know each other. The spirit of your brothers here, you might do understand right now. The spirit of the Most High is this.
hey.
The Most High, bring it out.
As I say,
As I say,
nationality is my race or rather, right? So you say that you're a citizen of Trinidad, you're born and born here. But 3 months Trinidad is what? Activity. Now we say color, not from my country. So they say, but the natives is upon here and they reform. What the natives is upon here, no? Now, we're supposed to have like Irish, and the cookie pork and the other.
hey, give me Daniel segment and 25. Quick.
Three mountains in our sex to have the so-called superpowers. You understand what I say? You are what your father is. Whatever race your father is, you are. Right? So this is why they say that nobody can take this away from us because our nationality, our identity. Right here. What do you want church mean? You want church mean about the ecclesia, which is the right here, we're talking about right? Right? So I want to bring something. We talk about the balance, right? We talk about if you bring me one, some men might wrong lamp post, some men might do this, some men do that, because not everybody has that. Some men might sit down, some men might meditate, and might just ease the words of their life. Some men might go to the scripture. This is what the scripture has to say. This is Rock chapter 37, verse 25. Verse 26. A wise man shall inherit glory among his people, and his name shall be perpetual. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. Turn violence evil for you. Okay?
If there is a demon.
If there is a demon. Don't forget. But the law says, the word says, prove yourself to you, and you will prove it's a test. If I drink wine and water and I find that my head's spinning and I can't feel it grow, that's not for me. But as we smoke weed, when they smoke weed, they say, nah, we smoking enough for me. I can feel myself. Right? I do that. I can't remember where I live and I can't remember how I say I lose direction. It's not for me. You understand? Prove, test yourself to me, right? That's what it's good for it. Right? And what evil for it, don't do it. You understand? But wine is also a part of that. Listen, there's something called texture. Texture, they take the note and they take the alcohol. When you try to come and accept this, that is not come again. They take a shot at your texture. Right?
If I may say too, your body was made from the earth. Now the wine most wines are supposed to be made from natural herbs and fruits and stuff. So when you drink that wine, it's supposed to nothing with the body, work with the body, because your body is made in a natural thing. Now, if I say something about land and who talk about the land, hey, you have a scripture for that also. Bring that from me, Sam.
This is Psalm chapter 49 and 11. It says
Right.
the inward thought.
What we're talking about, it's talking about somebody on the earth. Like, the inward thought is what?
It says their inward thought
Yeah.
is that their houses shall continue
Yeah,
forever,
their rulership will continue forever. That is what they're telling the church. Read on.
and their dwelling places to all
So
generations.
all generation, read on.
They call their lands after their own name.
Who did that on the face of the earth? Who's the oldest person that did that on the face of the earth? He didn't go in everybody's land. He didn't go all over and say, I am Christopher Columbus. This one, Scipio Africanus. They call lands after their own names. So-called white man they're talking about.
Egypt, it was measured before.
That's what he said, the so-called white man is a devil.
Told me.
He's a deceiver. He deceived the people into believing he is the son of God. Because he put up his image. That's what he did. When people are there, that's what he said. The white man is the so-called, is the devil.
What have a son?
Yes,
And we will get
yes,
to that. We will
yes.
get to that. Yes, we have a son. We will get to that.
No, you don't have sex with
We'll
her.
get to that.
No.
We'll get to that. Don't want that. We want to deal with what we were dealing with today.
One situation.
One thing at a time, but we have it in mind. We have it in mind.
Order. That's how we learn this thing. We learn it by, hey, asking too much questions. Right now, as babes, you have to listen first and ask questions. Don't ask too much questions. This computer can't take so much all one time. We have to take a little bit by little bit. Because we are babes here, right? You all learning, right? You agree?
I agree.
Right. So, yes, some men know more than others. There is no secret. Okay, on that scriptures, on that scriptures, no, because we was dealing with a topic. This book full, it tells you all what the so-called white man did on the earth, how he would get power and create and control everybody, and how he would fall. The scripture tells you that. Yeah, the so-called white man. He is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Because when I say devil, the devil don't kill nobody. The devil don't do nobody.
He don't have that power. He just had to whisper.
Right, but through the whole Bible,
And he will say that.
it only has one place where it's really speaking about spiritual demon Satan, right? I'm going to bring another scripture. You're dealing with something. You're dealing with that topic, and we want to go back there because remember we stopped the brother from reading this. We want to keep on that. We want to go ahead.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5.
Yeah.
Yet also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man.
He's a proud man.
Wine
Go ahead.
represents wine there represents doctrine and philosophy.
That wine there. Not understand.
Yeah.
The Bible. You know the Bible. No.
Like the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Like the Old Testament, yes. That wine they're talking about there is not physical wine itself. It's talking about doctrine. Because the scriptures speak about
It's poison.
yeah, doctrine could be wine also, which is a mocker, right? Don't worry about them, man. Most will jack up the jakes and them too, but the rebellious band. They don't understand. Don't tell them. They don't understand that them is the left hand of the Mosai. Mosai working through them too. He's the police of them too. They're oppressing the people, but yet still, the people wicked too. No, the Mosai working through them. When Mosai want to jack you up, he's going to come down here and jack you up. If the Mosai going to come down here and jack you up, or
I have a priest at the back here.
he creates spirits on earth to do his minute.
Yeah, and he say you're full hell with man and shit.
Exactly.
Say that.
Now we're back here for that read.
Go ahead.
In Romans chapter 13, verse 1.
Right?
Let every soul be subject to the higher powers,
Right.
for there is no power but of the Most High. The powers that it says,
We have to stop. Read it over.
Right.
Let me get proper understanding.
it
Read it
says,
over.
let every soul,
Let every soul, read
right, be subject unto the higher powers.
Right, because these men judgment is higher power over us. Read on.
For there is no power but of the Most High Yahweh.
But guess what? Yahweh is over all of them.
Can.
He controlling all of them.
Yeah, because they're oppressing their own people too.
They're oppressing, but,
Right.
but guess what? The Most High put that oppression on me because
they're wicked.
We're wicked as hell too. The people wicked.
Yeah, but they had a judgment to
So
face
guess
too.
what? Yo, the Most High going to touch them with his hand.
The Lord himself said he going to touch them.
Yeah.
He said they that pierced them with a wheel because of him. Can.
Where if he doing it?
What about all the ones that they kill on the street?
Most High say he give life and he take it away.
Can.
Yeah, but that can be something like, but not only back to the dead, would people dead?
Well, Scripture says, whoever perishes being innocent.
Can.
Right?
Being innocent.
Right?
Don't speak about that.
So it's just judgment.
Yeah, well, you understand, different say those that was saved, they are not dead, but they are alive.
It's just judgment. It's just judgment.
There's no such thing as resurrection. It's just transformation because our spirit is dwell in this earthly body. Right? So when it dies, according to the scripture, you go back to the earth goes back to the earth. Yeah, your body go back to the earth and your soul remains. And your soul go back to the Father.
The spirit goes back to the Father. The soul and the spirit are two different things. You want to Red spirit said tonight.
There's Job 2 and 9 and 10. It says, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women
He
speaketh.
was talking to his wife. Because his wife opened his mouth and talked a bunch of, I would say, so he pushing his place. Read up.
It says, what shall we receive good at the hands of God, and we shall not receive
Shall
evil?
we only receive good from the Most High? Or we people are where he's saying God is good, God is good. But they put the Most High in a box. Most
Yeah,
High.
well, in the Quran, they say,
Okay.
but they say, you can't say that you believe,
Yes.
and you will not be
Let me finish.
tested.
Let me
You
finish.
will be tested, you will believe or not.
Let me finish my point. All people far away, they like to put the Most High in a box and say the Most High is only good. But the Most High say, the scripture says he's a terrible power also. He's terrible. All right.
Quran says if those who overpower his wrath.
Yeah, his mercy. Psalms 137. Psalms 137 say his mercy endured forever. The mere fact that you see us here, I'm going to tell you something and I'm not going to blow your mind.
Hey, guess what?
That we easy prophets.
You're not breaking up this building here could be mercy. Point somebody to death could be mercy.
Yeah, bring a piece up, bring a piece up.
That's what I said something.
We can continue with it. We can continue with it.
This is Exodus 15 and 3. It says, the Lord is a man of war.
Is that man of what?
A man of war.
Guess what? We have put the Most High in a box. That's saying now that the Most High can. He is one thing alone. When you have many different attributes set to yourself. So you have plenty different feelings and the Most High only have one. Go ahead.
It says, the Lord is his name.
Yahweh is his name.
If I may just say one thing what Axe say, right?
Yeah.
The Lord is a man of feelings. Then we have emotion. We
Yeah.
feel pain, we feel joy, we feel
Yeah.
sad,
Yeah.
we feel neglect. The Most High is a man of feelings. He created
Most
us
High,
so.
The Lord
he
say,
hates also.
the Lord say he jealous of us.
Sad.
You understand? The Lord jealous too. But I'm going to go back to Romans. Yeah?
Sorry.
Romans 13 verse 1.
Right.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers.
To the higher powers, which is the powers that over us on the land. Read on.
It says, for there is no power but of the Most High.
Yeah, but the Most High over them. Read on.
The powers that are ordained are of the Most High.
Powers that are ordained of the Most High.
So that goes back to the elites and
Okay.
what? Having centurions policing. It's the same thing as when we go back into slavery, the overseers. The overseers was what the officers over the slaves, which were the Israelites, right? And the police is the same thing.
Okay.
Because what? And I see it on the video right now. Well, yeah, that one here, what? Say what? Protect and serve. But who they protecting and serve? They're protecting and serving the corporation,
Okay.
right?
Exactly.
The country is part of the corporation,
Exactly.
or is the corporation.
Right.
They answer to the elites.
Right.
The elites, that's why we have birth certificates and passports, right? But the elites don't have these things,
Exactly.
right? Because they need to know where they,
That people on the earth who don't need these things.
right? They need to know where their chattel going,
Right.
right? You leave here, you went to Istanbul. So guess what? There's a possibility that he has indoctrination from over there. Right? You go somewhere else. You know, the elites tracking you. Right?
No.
It says, so what? The powers that be, which is the powers on the left hand side, which is the elites, the bankers, right? They set up the system as we see it. Earlier on, we was going into how they have the planes go to the concrete and pitch, which are good for your back, for your spine, for your health, right? They have pollution in the air, they have chemtrails, they have fluoridated water, all these different things. That's how they want it. That's how they want this rule to be, this world to be, Salakia. Because what the word said, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's the so-called white man, right? But the Most High said he set them up. They are his what? They are his anointed cherub, right? They are the sword on the left hand side.
David prayed to the Most High that to keep his hand away from him, speaking about the wicked. Because when the Most High want to punish somebody, guess what he usually the wicked?
What the Lord say?
To punish his people.
Concerning the nation of Israel, what the Lord say? The Lord say, many shall be awoken to everlasting shame and everlasting contempt. All these men here, they see each and every one of them, right? Because if you're not talking about skin color, right? Because you can have an Eastern looking man, but his spirit goes back to Israel because his father was an Israelite, right? You can have a so-called white man, but he could be an Israelite because his father goes back to the seed of Israel, right? But all these men here that are centurions for the enemy, right? When the Lord comes, they're all going to be ashamed. Right. Because they're going to have judgment to receive.
Because they have their judgment also.
Right, go ahead.
Daniel.
So okay, before I bring it out, I was going to say, I was talking about mercy, but did you know it's mercy to put sometimes it's mercy to put a wicked person to death?
Yeah, God.
To put a wicked person to death, that is mercy.
Mercy.
To put a wicked person to death, as the Most High said, he just take life and he just give it. It could be mercy the Most High giving you that.
By putting them
Tree. And when you talk about the wicked they don't understand when the Most High put it together. Listen to this.
We can't measure we want.
So okay, hold on to where I am.
He said me as alright. In spite of Almighty Allah, say that homosexuality was not water. But you yourself,
well, we not say what we don't stick to.
Yeah, we not exempted from judgment.
We not judge. We must judge very fast about what
we still have to follow the laws of the land.
We can't we for ourselves, we don't know homosexual. Because the Lord said, beside the fact that the Lord said, the scripture says what? That because they be reprobated mind. They put away the use of a woman. I'm going to just get Romans chapter 1. Romans chapter 1. In Romans chapter 1, verse 26. I'm going to 24. Wherefore the Most High gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts. So again, so the Most High who do it? Right? He gave them up to the uncleanness of their minds. Right? It says, through the lust of their own hearts to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Right? That's worshiping that yeah, well, he's a creature, the Most High created the so-called white man. So they're worshiping him by worshiping the image. Right? Worshiping the flesh, right? It says, for this cause the Most High gave them up into vile affections. For even their woman, they changed their natural use into that which was against nature.
Wicked spirits.
Right? Because a woman, according to nature, a man must have sex with a woman and bring forth a child. Right? The man have the seed, she's the incubator. Right? It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one towards another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meant. So they receive what? HIV, they receive syphilis, they receive basically death.
so if a person those things when I go to the corner,
Well, you're still under the curses. You're still under the curses. You're still in captivity.
What I was saying earlier on. When my son was saying, and you can't say you believe, and you will not be tested. You will test with loss of wealth, loss of life, with your health. So, something that I understand, right? But the thing,
You have to live it up. You have to live it up. You don't go into here, as you were saying earlier, with a person. You have to live out all these curses. Really, Mr. Salman, no? Now you were saying about mercy. You don't want to leave off from that. I was saying you don't want to leave off too much on topic. Now we don't joke. Bring the Mr. Salman for me. I'll show you because I say mercy sometimes you most like to put somebody to death.
put someone to death.
Yeah, it's mercy too.
Yeah, that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason why I went into the homosexuality, because when the law say, I mean, I probably bring it out. The law say the reason why you're pointing up to that is so that you don't cause the whole nation to go off.
And guess what? Life having mercy on a man. Point out homosexual to death. But I ain't saying here in this society here. Remember, we living under captivity. We are living under this law.
You see, all life is free. They might put, right? I know. Why say all life is free? Good, bad, ugly.
No, we are really sacred and we is nothing else. But let me get some understanding.
What do you mean it's nothing?
We ain't nothing.
All humility, all humility, we are really nothing. The most high above us. So we low.
Yeah, we really low on this.
Humility you're trying to bring up.
Because we're not, you're not immortal, we're just body here. This is dust and
earth and ashes.
This earth and ashes. Why should I be strong? The scriptures also talk about that. In a day I can drop down here tomorrow. And guess what? Burn me as ashes. So why should I be proud? So I can boast within myself and say, hey, yo, I really sacred. But right now I'm under the curses. Most I could curse me on for that.
Yes.
But they were saying, let's don't say which one, nobody good. Which one good?
Well, being good is not a one day work. Not a week work.
Yeah.
That's a work from cradle.
We understand, but let me get the understanding of how the most I can kill somebody and give them mercy. Read that.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, starting from 1.
Yeah.
It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High.
Yeah, you're talking about a good person here. Read on.
And there shall no torment touch them.
Yeah.
In the sight of the unwise,
In the sight of unwise,
they seem it to die.
They seem to die. Read on.
And their departure is taken for misery.
Yeah, in the sight of the unwise eye, when someone dies, they take it as misery. And when the scripture telling you, read on.
Verse 3 says, and they are going from us to be utter destruction.
Yeah, because you want someone else to say, what's on that man dead, boy? But hear what the Most High says.
It says, but they are in peace.
Guess what? And mercy, the Most High kill them, send them back to the spirit world and then rest now. Now they're praying for us because guess what? We in hell. We all hell right here. This is hell. This is the hell that the Most High is scripted.
Sorry, I want to finish, right?
But that's a little deep for you.
I think I could. You're right. I don't believe that one.
Alright, hold on. Read on.
It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Because there was punished in the sight of men.
The biker boy.
Hey, bam, this man got killed. This man got licked down in the street. This man got bumped down the other day. We think that we crying and thinking it's misery. But guess what? The Most High say he takes him away from us.
Real being on
Remember we say we dealing with too much of philosophy.
Dealing with your thing, I did my thing, right?
Yeah, but the scripture, the Quran said that
When you're dead and you need this world, you see when you close your eyes,
yeah.
and you're dead and you need this world,
Yeah.
you can't pray for God, Jesus.
Bring that scripture for me.
shows that the Revelation.
Let me see what you're saying.
Saints, the cry the saints.
Yeah, come.
This one is that when people don't read and they don't understand. But I'm not saying you ever, I was
This is why On the day of the Mount Kiamat, that is your judgment. All you believe in that?
Yes.
Yeah, but everyday judgment. Everyday judgment.
Nobody. The best judge. All you believe in standing under the best judge. All you believe that,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Right,
Yes,
but I believe it, right?
Yes.
On that day, men will want to pray. Men will want to bend their knees and go on
Right,
and
we
praise
talk
the
about the
Lord.
day of destruction. They are the most high.
When you have to answer.
No, but the
Not when you die alone.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the smart says, the scripture says, judgment that go forth every day.
Yes, but
So
in Quran, Allah is the best judge. And even after you die and go,
From 9 1.
you can't pray for nobody.
All right.
People can pray for you.
Let me see. If what you say is correct, or what the scripture says is correct. Because the scripture says, let the speak like according to this word, shall enlighten them. So let me see that.
If you was
Let me say when you don't. Let me
if
see.
you was living and you in praise to God, you're dead and you're feeling
Okay. We're going to see if you believe in the scripture. Or if you believe in what you understand what you say. Let me see if you believe in the scripture and you call it scripture.
Right. Revelation.
Revelation chapter 6 verse 9. And when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the swords of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, for the testimony which they had. And they cried with a loud voice, saying,
Cry. How they cry? Cry because it's prayers. Go ahead.
How long, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood or them that dwell on the earth?
That went back to the Most High.
Yes,
Saying,
but
how
it did.
long, Most High, will you not judge for my departure? And
Well, bring it back again, bring it back again.
Give me the scripture also with Adam. And
Cain and Abel.
Where he cried out to the, where he cried out.
Hey, are you coming board Isaiah 57 and 1? The righteous perisheth and no man laid it to heart, and the merciful men are taken away, and none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. Shalom, to that.
When Cain killed his brother, his spirit cried out to the Most High. When you will avenge my death.
In the time of Noah, I think he came down low, sorry. In the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, they said the cry has come up. I can bring all them examples for you. It says Genesis.
Spirits is no energy, they don't die. Don't think that when they go back to the Most High, they don't speak. And they don't cry out. They don't cry out because they was killed down here. So if they're not going to cry out to the Most High for revenge.
It says Genesis. Anybody who have internet can look up the word cry. Right?
You're not going
Genesis.
to believe it because as I say to you, if you don't believe the scriptures, you're not going to believe it.
Hey, Genesis chapter 4, verse 7.
Huh?
That them think they remain in that.
They didn't remain in that?
Nah, it didn't.
Scripturally?
Parts of it in that. Now, what I say?
Alright, just wait. This is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. Malachi is a prophet from the Old Testament, Torah, right? Torah going back to the law, Salakia. But he was a prophet from the Old Testament. Then Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, and I change not. For I am the Lord, and I change not. For I am the Lord, and I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not confused. Right? The Lord will change. The judgment remain.
What do you want with Cain also?
I have Cain. I have Cain faith.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says Genesis chapter 3, verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done?
He lied to the Most High.
He said, right? The voice of thy brother's blood.
The what?
The voice of thy brother's blood
Read on.
cried unto me from
what?
the ground.
Wait, do?
It cried unto me from the ground.
No, but spirits don't cry out to the Most High. You don't believe that? Wait, don't believe the scriptures then? Now give me the next scripture where was not real talk about.
Or Revelation 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
I tell you. Some of the things within that, it coincides with Quran. And some of the things within that, it don't coincide with Quran.
Yeah, but
Which was first, the
guess
Bible
what?
or the Quran?
Guess what?
Which is first,
The Bible or the Quran?
the Bible comes before the
Right, so
Quran.
guess what?
Allah saying in Quran that
Quran came to confirm what was already said.
Why does
The scripture said no one shall want to be the Bible. He doesn't confirm the Bible. The prophecies confirm the Bible.
But, all right. So you believe that Jesus Christ, alayhi salam, he fulfilled what was anticipated. You believe to crucify a man like Jesus Christ? You believe that?
Yes.
You believe
When the centurions came, led by Judas Iscariot, right? They came, he said what? He said, you'll come out with drawn sword as a thief. Daily I was with you, prophesying unto you. You'll come at me as a thief, right? Peter pulled out his sword and he cut off the ear of the centurion. You don't take back up his ear and put it back on there. He told them, he said, I lay my life down. He lay his life down because he came to redeem. The word redeem means to buy back. He was the when the Lord died, he was the he was the bridge.
the Lord died of sin.
Yes, when who the word they called Jesus Christ, when he died, his name was Yahweh. When he died, he became the bridge to us. He was the bridge back to us and the Lord and the Father.
Yeah, but
Listen to me. What is the next part of the prophecy is that he's going to come and save his people and receive his inheritance, which is the earth and his nation.
Partially, we believe that Jesus Christ did not die, he was crucified, right? But we also believe that he will come back.
Yeah.
And when he comes back, it's a major sign that the end is near.
Right, don't watch this. Why are you coming back? Why are you coming back? If you believe, so you believe that he was here before?
Yes, Jesus Christ was here for the earth.
So, right. I'm going to know you just say, right? You believe that he coming back and it's a major sign that the end is near. Why he came the first time?
He came the first time to acknowledge and establish that there is only one God and to worship him.
All right.
That
was one part of what he came to do. The next part of what he came to do was to buy back, was to redeem, to buy back the nation unto their power because they went over into idolatry. They broke the covenant.
But it's fall under the same banner.
No, but when he comes back, it is going to be the end. When he comes back, it is going to be judgment. You say it's going to be a sign for the judgment. But when he comes back, it is going to be the end.
You believe when he comes back, you believe in the Antichrist? You believe in the Antichrist?
Yeah, there are many Antichrists.
No, you believe in the main one.
Who's the main one?
What Antichrist mean?
Antichrist, of course, he's not time, but people.
So why
What
don't
Christ?
we do?
What Christ?
We said Dajjal.
Right.
We said Dajjal.
What Christ?
I just say Antichrist.
So where Christ was this?
What was Christ?
Christ? I have no idea.
The word Christ goes back to the word anointed, right? It goes back to the anointed. What was the anointed? When you read in Acts 2, the anointed was what the Holy Spirit of wisdom and understanding. He understood everybody in a different language, from a different language and the king, right? As the anointed, right? We have an unction from the Most High. When you look at the word unction, is that we know all things. We have the understanding, right? So when they don't believe in the anointed, right? The one anointed was the Savior, but then he gave the anointing unto his men. He said they were dying, they were the fathers, and now they are mine. So his men on the earth here now, he gave them the understanding, and that's why we out here preaching. This is a sign at the end of the day, right? We are prophets, prophesying at the end of it. Now the main prophet, as you call him, when he comes to bring judgment. He don't come because it's a sign for the end. He coming to bring the end. He coming to finalize the show.
Every time you go to describe it, most of all describe what he
He sent the servants, the prophets.
Yeah, but the last mercy to mankind, the last messenger to mankind was Prophet Muhammad upon the peace.
What prophecy Prophet Muhammad had? Remember the prophecies Prophet Muhammad had?
Prophecies?
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad had. What made Prophet Muhammad? Because the word prophet means pro, before, side means to speak or tell. What prophecy Prophet Muhammad had?
What
Prophecy.
Right?
Yeah, what he
a lot of things would have said. He had it. One out of the main thing he prophesied that in the end, coming to the end, man will be fully clothed, but yet the naked still. And you feel that. Long ago, people would have wear clothes to cover the body. Now people wear clothes to reveal themselves. That is a main sign.
That also in the Bible. That also in the Bible because it can be fully clothed by in the mind.
When something already written, you can take up on the prophecy. I recite it.
I wouldn't contradict 3/4 of the things. what basically we discussed, right? But in my heart, I believe that Jesus Christ, not white man Christ, Jesus Christ, the son of Mary, alayhi salam, the man whose mother was impregnated with the word of Allah, not no sperm, the word. I believe in that.
Allah precept, at the bread.
Right.
They say the prophecy what Allah bring was something. You know why you believe in that? You know why you believe that? Because Islam based off of Christianity, based off of Roman Catholicism. Right? Now, if Muhammad based Islam off of the Bible, he would have known that the Jews didn't teach that it had an immaculate conception, because the Bible don't teach that. What teach that is other false doctrines. You get that in Egyptology, you get that in Greek mythology, you get that in Babylonian, you get that in Mithraism, you get that in Hinduism.
You know, alright, you might know your Bible more than me. You ever come across those say Jesus Christ spoke about someone to come after him who would be on letters?
No, that's not.
Now, when John the Baptist,
John was saying that. John was saying that.
now it's John the Baptist. There's one that coming after me who's greater than I.
That's right. I will personally go and polarize. I hope that in Italy, inshallah,
You hope too?
I hope too.
She gonna send a comforter before they come in.
What you trying to make?
He will come to confirm an unelected man, on a person who cannot read nor write.
You told me, guys.
But I gotta
Read it. We have a precept here.
Deuteronomy 18 verse 18. And I will rise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee,
From among who?
from among their
Who's the
brethren,
brethren of the Israelites?
Hebrews.
Hebrews.
You'll be like
Who's the
at the
brethren
same
you
time.
talking about? Read on.
like unto thee, and will put my words in
unto
his
thee,
mouth.
because he was a Hebrew Israelite also. Read on. Read on.
And I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
Is that man? The prophet. And he said he put his words in his mouth. I know that. I'm not familiar with those. You think that's it? Alright. Well, hopefully by the time we'll be just again.
Yeah, if we can find it. If we can find it, because that no in the scripture. Now we was talking about what's it?
Revelation.
We was speaking about the Quran and the Bible and so on. I tell you from earlier on.
Where are you from, big man? I know. I came from the family. Where are you from?
From Kuwait.
From Kuwait?
Yeah. I pray probably see when Kuwait already. But I'm from point 14.
Just so the brother only come on board. The brother only come on board selling. I don't know if this might be it.
We don't really need, we don't need no other book by the scriptures. Read that
Acts,
from us.
yeah, I want to come on board. I'll bring it aside. Acts 3:22. For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me. Him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you.
Right? Say the same thing again. It's talking to the Israelites. Say, you will send our for you unto your brethren.
And Moses was a man, he said he was not eloquent in speech. And the Most High did put the words in his mouth.
I believe it's Moses you're speaking about.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Isaiah.
Yeah, that's what he mentioned. Yeah.
Right, I have it here.
Right, yeah,
There's Isaiah 29, and I will start at verse 11. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned.
Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me. But the point going already. That we was talking about?
Not good.
That we was looking for?
Yeah.
That talking about I Ethiopia, you know, was moving and what was that
Philip.
Philip. That is talking about
Philip. It means that he unload. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, King James was a Hebrew man, eh?
Yeah.
He was a Hebrew man that authorized 54 Hebrew scholars have translated from the Latin and the Greek into the English. That's all he do.
A what?
A bounty hunter.
What did they get anything from, man?
But I want to say you on the bounty hunter.
Who did? They said they, but
Was a Pharisee.
Pharisee of the Pharisee.
Second, third, Paul and first. Basically, he was masters in Rome.
You said Paul what?
But Paul was sent out by the high chief priest to basically to capture all the Jews that fought. If I said he was a rock, he was called by the Lord. He was called by the Lord, but Lord did teach him.
Directly.
just like we say, we're taught by the Lord. We're taught by His Spirit. Where His Spirit is? The Spirit of a man, when a man dies, if you write a book, what the Spirit of a man is?
In the book.
In the book. And where His Spirit is, the Spirit not know where you're rolling, you go and jump up and dance. So if there is no Spirit, like a demon. Yeah. Yes.
You say Muhammad was a prophet, right? Correct? Now, if I was to ask you what line is Muhammad from? Yeah.
Who is it? His father. What tribe?
What tribe are Israeli from?
I think was from the Forest.
Huh?
Forest, I think I'm sure.
What tribe of Israel Muhammad was from? Because the scriptures say, out of Israel he gave prophets. He say in Israel make he said Israel make known that which is to come.
Even in Quran say that.
Yeah.
Blessed is God given the prophecy. So what tribe of Israel Muhammad was from?
Hey, nobody have a Quran here?
Because to be a prophet,
Yeah, what are you Quran?
to be a prophet, you have to be an Israelite.
Muhammad was from the tribe of Hashem.
The Quran. Out of the children of Israel, basically, from the children of the prophethood. I read this. This is
Hosea chapter 5 and 9. It says, Ephraim, you listening? It says, Ephraim shall be desolate in the day of rebuke. Among the tribes of Israel have I made known that which is to be. So the Lord revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So for somebody to prophesy, they have to be an Israelite. Alright? So now, what tribe of Israel Muhammad was from? He was, guess what? He wasn't an Israelite. No, he was an Edomite.
That's right.
Muhammad was a so-called white man. He was a so-called white man. If I really had it, it's an Islamic book. It's an Islamic book. Alright? And in the hadith, it actually describes the complexion of Muhammad, and it talk about his white tie, his white armpit, his face being white, his beard being red. What one nation of people you see with red beard, with red hair? Now you Islam, you say in memory of Muhammad, you dye your beard red. But on a natural basis, one nation of people have a red beard. So-called white people.
That's right.
Alright? Muhammad was actually an Edomite, a so-called white, a Caucasian. He wasn't dark-skinned and he wasn't an Arab.
He was nothing good there.
No, he was set up by the Roman Catholic Church and the Vatican. Guess what? It is the Kaaba. You see this had to go around and walk around. You must take that journey
In Mecca.
in Mecca. Alright. You know the way you have is the cover stone, right? And inside of it, you know, years back, before Islam, that was actually a pantheon. That was a pantheon, meaning a house of gods. It had 300 and something gods that the Muslims or the Arabs used to worship back then. So when Muhammad set up Islam, somebody give me that in Jude 14 and 4. When Muhammad set up Islam, what he did, he got rid of all the gods, but he kept one. He kept a meteorite. Alright? A meteorite. So when he was doing the scriptures, talk about worshiping the hosts of heaven. And that is what Islam about. Islam is actually worshiping the stars of heaven.
Jeremiah 10.
Because the stone we actually go up and kiss, that is actually a meteorite. So now, if Islam based off the Bible, you would know according to the law you're not supposed to have any graven image. So then, why go and kiss a stone and that representing Allah? That's actually a meteorite that fell from heaven that the Arabs used to worship back then, that Muhammad kept.
That is not for that purpose to represent Allah.
It is. Let me even go further into it. In Islam, the crescent moon and the star, what does it represent?
That has nothing to do with Islam.
That not to but is an Islamic symbol.
That has nothing to do with Islam.
So why is it on the mosque?
Why is it on the mosque?
Yeah.
You know why, but
You know why it had nothing to do with Islam? You know why it had nothing to do with Islam? The same way Christians start to denounce Christmas. Because they realize Christmas not scriptural. And through Islam, you realize that the crescent moon and the star, it actually goes back to Babylonian doctrine.
But
that is what it actually goes back to.
Crescent, the real thing, not about what they see on the map, I don't know what they watch the sky. Every year for Ramadan, you would see that in the sky.
Yeah.
And you would see it just how you would have it in the masjid. You see that moon and star, that is real.
Right,
Jeremiah
it's
10.
real. But that don't mean you have to worship or deify it.
Muslims don't worship moon and star.
Yeah, because you stop now. Because they realize that, guess what? Somebody their mind had a click at some point to realize, hey, nah, this don't make sense.
You see, and I feel yo, all the messengers, every old messenger of what Almighty God said, the message that came with is the main message is that there is only one God and you worship it. They have no father, they have no son, they have no Holy Spirit.
I can back you up from the Quran. I know you not say that to them. I was going to say that to them. No, back you up in the Quran, right? This is Surah or Hefa al-Baqarah 122. O children of Israel, Baqarah, yeah. O children of Israel, call to mind the special favor which I bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you to all others. Right?
You know what I mean? You know,
Alright, this is the Hefa al-Baqarah, verse 47. O children of Israel, call to mind the special favor which I bestow upon you, and that I preferred you to all others. Then guard yourselves against a day when one soul shall not avail another, nor shall intercession be accepted for her, nor shall compensation be taken from her, nor shall anyone be helped. And remember, we delivered you from the people of Pharaoh, that they set you hard tasks and punishments, slaughtered your sons and let your women folk live. Therein was a tremendous trial from your Lord. And remember, we divided the sea for you and saved you and drowned Pharaoh's people within your very sight. I'm gonna jump to the Hefa al-Baqarah verse 133, where he witnessed when death appeared before Jacob. Behold, I said to his sons, what will he worship? after me. They said, we shall worship Yahweh, thy power. I'm going to say Yahweh, thy power, because I know who it is. Of thy father, of Abraham, of Ishmael, and of Isaac, and one true power. To him do we submit. Right? And I'm going to read all that Islam to you. So even in the Quran, they talk about the true power, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's not Ishmael, it's Isaac and Jacob.
They changed it about Ishmael. That not in scripture. How Ishmael become the thing of Ishmael.
Why? Anyone always know that Bible. Why are that by heart for words?
Cover to cover. Cover to cover.
From start to finish, word for word, without looking at anyone already know that?
No.
You can't say we do.
Because none of us come in the volume of the book.
All right.
Not written about us.
This is the last thing I explained here, right? Allah saying Quran that He made this book very easy for you to understand. My brother, it have children 5, 6, and 7 years.
That is lie.
That is true.
That is a lie.
My brother, you take a pin band maxi Friday and you stop out.
Somebody give me Isaiah 28 and 30.
No lie.
Somebody give me Isaiah
You
28
take a
and
pin
30.
band maxi there, my brother, or you walk floor down, take a must ride down there.
Yeah,
Go there on
go ahead.
Friday.
Isaiah chapter 28.
Listen where Allah, AHLA, God said. Alright? This is what He said.
Isaiah 28 verse 13. But the word of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai.
When you call Allah, when you ignorantly call Allah, this is what He said. He says, His word, where
Was upon them precept upon precept.
precept upon precept,
Precept upon precept.
Go ahead.
Line upon line.
Go ahead.
Line upon line. Here a little and there a little. That they may go and fall backward and broken and snared and taken.
right? So now, basically, the Lord said His word is a trap. So now, just now, the Lord said His word is a trap. Romans 11 and 7 said the Lord's word is a trap. For some people, you understand, it played onto the wicked, but it played onto the righteous, but the wicked has stumbled up. Without that scripture again. Now the one there. Read it, huh? Read it. Give me Romans 11, 7 and give me that one. God, go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 11 verse 7.
This is Allah's word. This is God's word. Alright, go ahead.
What then? Israel had not obtained that which is seeking
And somebody
for.
give me that in Isaiah 6 and 9. Go ahead.
But the elect,
They can start at 5. Go ahead.
but the election had obtained it, and the rest were
The
blinded.
rest were blinded. Go ahead.
According as it is written, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai had given them the spirit of slumber eyes.
Giving them the spirit of slumber. Make them stupid. Alright, the Lord didn't give all Israel the ability to understand this book.
Yeah.
So no way somebody could come and say that they write the Quran, that the Quran basically is to confirm what's written here, and the Lord said it was made easy.
Yeah, but they must say, and I'm telling you from Quran, I tell you what Allah says. Allah said He made the Quran.
Allah said or Muhammad said.
And I am
Just now,
telling you,
Allah said or Muhammad said.
Almighty Allah said.
Alright, now
Quran.
guess what?
Right.
Lamar, I think it's Isaiah 42, Lamar.
No one should want to me.
We just always bring out that your idol could say that they did this and Isaiah 42. Now let me ask you this just now. You said Allah said, right? How you sure Allah said? How you sure that is not a book just written off of a man's own whim?
Because I see it and I hear it with my 2 eyes and my 2 ears that little children is right there in Trinidad and Tobago. I have a few thousands of them who will recite Quran from first page to last page without looking at it. Word for word.
Word for word. I never seen it. Never seen it or they learn it. They learn it.
This is why I explain to you. You can hold this book, read it, and learn it.
All right, now guess what? You know why you can learn it? The book's small. Now guess what? Just now. Just now, right? I listening to you.
No, you're
Now guess
being
what?
advantage
No.
of
It's only I talking. You know it have autistic children. autistic children that they can actually memorize like 100 different numbers by just taking a glimpse at it.
I talking about
Right, so no, just know.
I talking
Just
about
know. Just know. No, no, wait, no, I just showing you. Right. No, I just showing you. No, I just showing you. So, now because somebody memorized the Quran and able to recite it word for word means that the Quran have any power. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't. Guess what? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Don't doubt the brain. It have people that are capable of doing extraordinary things. It have
photographic memory.
I saw it on YouTube. It have a boy. Just know. It have a boy.
Nobody
It
different.
have a boy, right? No, just know. Just know. Just know. Just know. Right. So now it had this boy, right? That any number you call out for him, you would say 9 million minus 2 times 3 million and random numbers, and this boy will give it word for word. Not because of the brain, because of the ability that the Most High give him. So just because somebody could memorize the Quran, that don't mean that don't say nothing. That don't mean the Quran. So now I ask that question. The scriptures, I need the scriptures. You are my witnesses. Right? So now prove that Allah wrote that book. Prove that that book was inspired by the Most High.
Prove, all right.
Yeah.
You
are my witnesses.
This is Isaiah 43.
Let me give you scripture to see.
I'll start at verse 9. It says, let all the nations be gathered together.
Let all the nations be gathered together. Go ahead.
Let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses.
Yeah, let them bring forth your witnesses. So use one of Allah witness. And we are Yahweh Shai's witness. Go ahead.
Go ahead. That they may be justified.
Yeah, so we're going to be justified. We're coming to the source of the matter now. Go ahead.
Or let them hear and say it is true. Ye are my witnesses, said Yahweh.
Witnesses. Go ahead.
And my servant whom I have chosen, that he may know and believe me and understand that I am he.
Go ahead.
Before me there was no power or God formed, neither shall there be after me. I, even I, am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and besides me there is no Savior. I have declared and have saved, and I have shewed when there was no strange power or Allah among you.
Come and you say, bring your go and testify.
I think I'm
anyway, I'm gonna look for it. I'll find it. Don't follow me down.
I think I'll pass it.
That's it. Understand?
Hey, so as I said, you were not talking about people memorizing. In fact, people memorize this Bible, they know the whole Bible, but they don't understand nothing from it.
Yeah, shit.
They can read the whole Bible.
What can you like, shit?
I don't know the whole Bible. I can't remember something. But I sure.
I don't know.
Isaiah 41:21.
I sure. I can.
Isaiah 41:21.
I sure. I can pronounce it in the scripture. They don't even have a clue. But guess what? They can pull up any scripture they have a good mind. But I know about it. But that don't say, yo, that don't say I never know so because I'm not to read the whole Bible, to recite the whole Bible. That means you know the Bible? Where you say that? Yeah, where you say that? No. What I'm saying, what I now tell you, understanding is a thing. Wisdom is something, understanding is something else. A man can have a lot of wisdom and they understand we read it.
Now, while about the brother, say that for them.
Let me get the scripture.
This is Isaiah 41. I'll start at verse 21. Produce your cause.
Produce your cause. Because we ask you to produce your cause. Prove that Allah wrote that book or inspired that book. Prove that he inspired it. Alright, go ahead.
Said Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, bring forth your strong reasoning.
Bring your strong reasoning. Alright, go ahead.
Said the King of Jacob, let them bring forth and show us what shall happen.
Yeah. Let them bring forth and show us what shall happen. Prophesy. Show us something that Allah said gonna come. Matter of fact, that book was written hundreds of years ago. No, almost done. Almost done. The Quran was written hundreds of years ago. Am I right or am I wrong? All right, good. So then Allah would have been prophesying from since then.
Right.
And we would have seen prophecies happening since
Yeah,
then.
but it is. Look,
Go ahead. Just now.
Let them show the former things.
Let them show the former things. I'll ever tell you how the earth was made and how the heaven was formed. Go ahead.
What they be, that we may consider them and know the latter end of them,
We see that, what Allah said about the end. Go ahead.
or declare us things for to come.
Tell us what to come. Did Allah tell you about World War III? No, he didn't. He didn't tell you about martial law. He didn't tell you about martial law. He didn't tell you that Jacob's. Did he tell you Jacob's children would go into slavery? What up?
It says, show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods.
Yeah, so no. So
No.
Allah to show you that things gonna come to pass. And it's not written in the Quran. Because why? The Quran is not a living book, it's not a book of prophecies. This Bible, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the scriptures to the testifying of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
That's right.
You don't prophesy. Muslims don't prophesy. Right, but he also made known that which is to come.
He said, he speak the end and the beginning.
And stand up there, shake hands, then go down next one come. Now, in Islam, you see, we believe different. And from standing up here for a good while, you're more my country. More country than I come. They have a surah called Kafur, right? And this surah, we should say this surah in situation like this. They, you be your way, and we be our way, right? Now, in Quran, Allah mentioned word for word.
Somebody give that in 2 Chronicles 15 and 13.
Child book, Allah mentioned word for word in Al Quran. Allah mentioned
2 Chronicles 15 and 13.
two feet meat, and one water will not talk together.
Sperm don't come from your back. Sperm don't come from your back.
No, what I'm saying, Allah mentioned stages of pregnancy in Quran.
Yeah, but
Have a precept here.
sperm, you believe that? Sperm don't come from your back.
I'm not speaking of sperm.
You see how Allah mentioned the way of birth.
Yes,
But what I'm telling you,
word for word.
sperm don't come from your back.
How could the Rasul, how could the Prophet Muhammad in that time have that type of knowledge? When it's only in the
That's not knowledge, that's not knowledge, my brother. Sperm don't come from the lion sperm.
Not all wisdom is wisdom.
Not all wisdom is wisdom, enough.
2 Chronicles 15 verse 13.
That's not the truth.
That whosoever.
You understand?
No, it's not about winning, enough. No. You come here to win. We come here to establish the truth.
I
can't be right. I'm not right.
I was
Not right. This right.
I was scared all in a way.
Hear the scripture.
2 Chronicles 15 verse 13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of Israel should be put to death.
So now you say that Allah said, you be your way, I be my way. But this is what the God of Israel said. Go ahead, read over.
2 Chronicles 15 verse 13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
The Lord saying that who don't want to worship him. You know when he read to his disciples, he said, and he that will not have me reign over him, bring hither and slay him before me. So now that's his son. This is what the father said. Yeah?
Believe in that?
Yeah, we believe in that.
Only believe in if someone not with all you, they're against all of them.
Yeah, the scripture did say that.
You want to say that?
The scripture did say that.
No.
Did that not with us against us?
I know you think it's carnal right now. Yo, you see what we're doing here? We're not to touch nobody right now. We're not to touch nobody right now. That's talking about when the Mosai coming, when the Mosai son coming. I know I think that they start to think carnal. You see that when thinking there? I want to tell you something. If a nation coming together, how is it Allah to tell you every man to think about their own thinking? how he could think something and I think a bit different. But hold on. That's not. I will learn. No, because I know that's one. Yeah.
Passion. It's not emotion. But passion is an emotion, but it's not anger.
How is this my brother here can be thinking one way and I be thinking my own thing. So how we gonna come together to teach? You may emotion shit because he can be teaching something different. You ask me and he say about hell and I come and I can know hell. That's contradiction. We are teaching the same thing, right? If we all of us come together, how I'll ever tell you
Let me hear.
a man should think it the only way. That makes sense to you?
Amos 3 and 3. Can two walk together? Can two walk together except they be agreed?
So how come a man could have one thinking? You know, in the world, in this world, you know, people that say, yo, to each his own, yes? No, I can't say that. Because if a man, he can be thinking one thing and I think the next way, we can't come together.
You see, the reason why Allah say that is if it didn't confusion, you be your way and we be our way.
I can't leave it like that. You have to establish the truth.
I have a precept here.
What? Catch it. Yo.
I have a precept here.
You can't think like that.
You can't think like that.
How?
Just the same as
So how the nation will come together?
how the nation will come together.
Yeah.
Well, if Almighty God said in the Quran, let me explain to you all I said in the Quran. Created mankind from one single pair, man and woman. Right? One single pair, man and woman. And
Who source is
placed
this
us
here?
into different tribes. Allah say he placed us into different tribes. So if Allah put us into different tribes, who is we to want to join what Allah make? If put you into this tribe, you into this tribe, you into that tribe. But the understanding is to worship God, one God. So if Allah put us into different tribes, we can't want to force you to believe. I can't force you to believe why we believe. You can't force me to believe.
That's why I tell you, we're not here to be right. We're not here to be right.
We here to teach you
We're not
truth.
here to win any battle.
We share knowledge.
Yeah, we here to establish the truth.
Right, we share
And what
knowledge.
is the truth?
The truth?
Yeah.
The truth is from God.
Somebody get it.
Yeah, we have some precepts here. Bring it to Just out, select it. Bring it to
This is Surah chapter 29. It says the spider Al-Tabot. Al-Tabot, yeah. 29, 27, and we gave Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and ordained among his prophethood
Somebody hold on.
and revelation,
Only 12 tribes.
and we grant him his reward in this life, and he will be in the hereafter of the righteous. Right. Mention nothing about Islam. Mention about the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Which I showed them going to tell you the Israelites. But you just walking in the Ishmaelite religion.
Well, as I say, spend all this.
No, he's one. He's one. We're just trying to wake up a brother because you Israel.
Wake me up.
Yeah.
Strength of the Most High don't come in multitude.
I wake up.
The strength of the Most High don't come in multitude neither.
Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure.
Yeah, the wisdom is the wisdom. This we're gonna save in this time because this economy is gonna collapse. They're not gonna no food in this island, right? They're gonna that's what. Right? They're gonna martial art troops, they're gonna foreign troops coming to this island, they're gonna female camp, right? Allah not gonna deliver you. This wisdom gonna be your money. This is what gonna deliver you.
So, right? 2 Corinthians 6 and 6. By pureness, by knowledge, by long suffering, by kindness, by the Holy Spirit, by love unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of the Most High, by the armor of righteousness, on the right hand and on the left.
Let me ask you this question, right? How long in Islam? How long in Islam? How long in Islam? 20 years. Alright, and who introduced you to Islam?
My man go here,
I was advantage. If I go claim to all of them, I was advantage that way. And I went to the Muslim to get revenge. But I get what I wanted and I get more than what I want. And this is me. Since that time.
But what the power of heaven and earth say?
So let me ask you this question, right? So let me ask you this. You went to the Muslim for strength.
For support.
For strength.
Because I look left, I look right.
Right, so for strength. Why does the scripture say strength coming from above? So now, you went there, you joined it to get back in. But are you sure is the truth?
Am I sure it's the truth?
Yeah. You ever examine it to see whether it's truth or if it false?
You know what I'm saying, eh?
You get what you want.
Let me say me as well. You believe in what you believe in and I can swerve you from that back.
Yeah.
I could tell you, I could buy magic trick here right now for you and show you and you will not believe.
You know why?
You say me as well, I swerve you.
You know why? You know why you can't convince none of us?
I don't want to.
Because the scripture said to try the spirits.
I don't want to.
We search the scriptures. So it's not like we just come here and we see men preaching and we say, hey, some good, so we just join now. Guess what? We search the scriptures to see if it's true. So now,
not embedded in that.
Aye.
No, because we could prove what we say. We could prove what we believe in. So now, I'm asking you, can you prove Islam is the way? Convince me. Convince me.
I could never convince you.
No, try. You don't know. You never know.
You never know. Quran, no one would believe unless by his permission. And if Allah don't want you to believe, you will never believe. I could do what kind of magic to tell you. You will never believe.
Conscience said with a hot iron. That's what the Bible says. Right? How about Shem Yahushua say?
Right.
The conscience would be seared with a hot iron. So you sealing yours and we sealing ours. Well, you know the difference is we exchange our knowledge, right? But you know what? We speak the truth. And at the end of the day, our hands wash your blood because we told you who you are.
My blood?
Yeah. Our hands wash of your blood, from your blood. That was a saying that they used to say back, even the Ishmaelites used to say that. We wash our hands of your blood. Meaning to say that we're not guilty of the sin of knowing this and not sharing it with you. We share it with you.
Break it down fair. Yeah, Ezekiel talk for that. Tell the truth. 3 and 17.
I think everybody hands kind of.
The marks of this. Watch.
You can come back underneath here.
If you're threatened by real. Yeah.
Honestly, you say that from the beginning, but I know it's not so.
No. Wait, just now. I know why I asked him that.
Yeah.
I feel threatened by here.
Why?
This human race, you see this human race, is a type of person, is a type of people. Where in a sense, you have to be careful and be aware there.
Alright.
The reason why I asked that, right? I realize like you're marking faces. I realize you're counting how much men here. And every time we say something spiritual, it's something you can't help.
Because before I saw the here tonight,
I
saw down here tonight.
You think we some kind of radical group or something? You think we some kind of radical group or something?
Well, it was one who say you would stay a man for something.
He said that?
He said
Hold on. He said that?
You say the scripture say it.
What's it?
Say the scripture say it. Because I made it clear that we're not going to take judgment into our own hands.
Because watch this. I ain't call it taking any meaning.
Yeah, no, long time. I see when
I
it comes.
realize like he get agitated,
Tell him,
and not in the sense that he get frustrated because he get agitated in the sense that it's like we threatening him.
No.
Like
my whole life, my brother,
Man, you will see the two when you see that you went by the Islam for protection. And I realize in smart, you're counting. You're making antics, but you're counting how much men here. Tell me a lie, you're counting how much are we here.
But I counting since that's come here.
You're counting how much are we here.
Yeah, but why?
I see the numbers growing.
Yeah, but why?
So I'm not careful.
Why?
If it's against the law,
Why? Yo, 3 men alone here can take you. Why you come to the
But
watch?
this man here,
You don't need
he
to
wants
know.
to take you.
Watch. Let me share something. We're not here for that.
We're not carnal. We just here to speak words.
Everything we say is spiritual.
It's spiritual, it's just words. Yeah, we're not carnal.
Catch you,
I tell Mama tell you that. I said that. I said we're not gonna take.
Boy, man drinking water, bro. I know you.
You don't know me.
Now you don't know.
I know your face, bro.
You don't know my face.
They're the same as this man. I know your face a little bit.
Yo, nice being
I don't know
carnal.
this one. You are like. I know you. I see you somewhere already.
Nice being carnal.
Yes. What is love? What is love? What is love? Yeah. You see here, what I will share, and everybody. You can know greater love. Face at you. Than what we do today. What we doing here now?
From day one for us.
Nuclear missiles of Russia, America, Syria, Iran, Japan, China. Them nuclear missiles on them going and get shoot up just now.
We show you who you are enemy.
Unless the power you believe in, tell you, if the profits on them or in something away that to provide a salvation for you and your family, that's what we do. We come outside and tell them, so long as there's a so-called Negro, a Latino, a Native American, Caribbean and Black, China, Israel, is a son of Jacob, and that is who the whole man with the whole ignorant called our shy. He come to save them. But the rest of the heathens, when we was coming out of Egypt, they didn't help we. So the feed better girl. So when our shy come back, who the whole ignorant called Jesus, he coming to save we because he's his people. He was the meek one. So you see this love we do here, we not just be not going to fuck up and do nobody nothing.
Yeah.
What we do
Listen what we hear. Let me read what we hear.
when the time comes, you know, all you do is talking.
Hey, at the end of the day, right? The Lord say leave room for wrath, leave room. He said mind wrath and leave room for vengeance. Vengeance is the Lord's. Vengeance is not ours. We have no power. We have. Hey, what the police was here doing what they was doing? What I brought out Romans 13 verse 1. Obey the powers that be. They have laws. They have set up on the left-hand side. They set up the officers. Right? Obey them. So why we gonna support? Even if I take the righteous laws and put it in my hand and go and slay the homosexual, we're gonna end up. I'm gonna end up a prophet behind bars. Right? I'll prophesy behind bars, but
It's not the right time to.
it's right. Right. So that's what we said. We're not carnal.
Let me see what we hear from.
No, we just bringing out the words, a truth with understanding. That's all.
Let's bring out the
I
destruction.
hope the time that
Yo.
time comes, when the missiles like over the point of about and this thing, I hope I'm not living. I hope I'm dead. According to what the prophecy
See?
said, that's what
See?
happened just
Did
now.
we read that scripture and the most I take away from the judgment and stuff? You see? Give me Ezekiel 3:17 from a place again ask him.
You want to be around?
Read, that's all. Read
I'm asking you a question, Mr. Man.
I know I agree with you, so you shouldn't even ask me that question. Read that for me, please. This is the reason why we're here. We try to safeguard ourselves too, you know. It's the more side raise up men to come out here and warn the people. And guess what? He said for a little warn my sheep and them. He said I'm gonna bring destruction on all them because it come like a man walking and I'm holding. I ain't stopping from going in the hole. I just as bad as I push it down in the hole. Read that for me, please. Start.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17.
Read.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman.
It merely a watchman. What is a watchman? A watchman is somebody up on a hill and he have a he on a don't put it on the map. He on a hill and he watching, he guarding. Right? Read on.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Unto who?
Unto the house of Israel.
No, he didn't make a watchman unto his stuff. Read on.
Therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them
Who is the
warning
Most High
from me.
mouth? Let me see who's the Most High mouth. Give me Luke 1 and 6:70. There's how we break down the scripture.
The Luke chapter 1 and verse 17.
Let me find out who the most
It said, and he shall go before him in the spirit and the power. Elias.
No, say that here.
7-0.
7-0.
Ezekiel,
Luke.
Luke chapter 1 verse 17.
Yeah.
It says, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets.
As the mouth of the holy prophets. Come, read that now.
It says,
that's how the Most High
It's upside down,
the Most High
upside
won't
down,
come down here and talk to nobody. Every time, I remember we talk about every time Most High destroy a place, he just send somebody. Right, the Most High will raise up people to speak for him. He's not going to come down. That's how. So the more, I read that scripture saying Most High don't change. That's why we don't read precept among precept to get understanding.
I have Hebrews here.
Read.
This is Hebrews chapter 10. Sorry, verse this is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, the same yesterday and today and forever.
Forever the same. Continue.
so
So we just getting along. We ain't stopping. We want to get to the point. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17.
Right.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Unto the house of Israel, read.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth,
Hear the word from
and
his
give
men,
them warning from me.
and give them warning from me. Read on.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die,
We're supposed to tell the wicked, yo. And that's the wicked from our people. The Most High gonna kill all them. Read.
and thou givest him not warning,
And you didn't give him warning. Read on.
nor speakest to warn the wicked
No, and you didn't speak to warn them. Read on.
from his wicked way
From
to save
wicked
his
way.
life.
Read on. From
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity,
Right.
but his blood will I require at thine hand.
At his hand. Read on.
Yet if thou warn the wicked,
Yeah.
and he turn not from his wickedness,
Yeah.
nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
I want more
That's why we were saying his blood will be on his hand. That's why we tell you, you is the Israelite that the scripture is speaking about. It's not a Muslim, it's not a Christian, it's not a, use the Israelite to talk to him most. I said, come back to his ways. Come back to Yasharala. That's all. What we doing? Yo, you're not trying to convince you, know. See what we doing here?
It's just washing our hands.
There's a salvation here. We're not telling you come back to the Most High. Come back to the name he call you. That is it. We clear with blood. That's what we say. We will clear with blood. You don't want to see me brother go down. You don't hold that so. For the Most High to take my life for you.
Bring you well to you.
Yo, I'm going to tell each and everybody pass here. Yo, use the Israelites that the scripture talking about. After that, and I don't want to listen. Yo,
Whether they hear or whether they forbear.
when they face up the Most High, that is it. Most High said, I send my men to talk to you and you disregard them. That's what the scripture talking about. Read.
What kind of book for that?
The
You have
Bible.
other books, you know.
Some people just follow to understand it.
I want more before we segue into some
That's good
history.
also, man.
We're going to segue into our history. It's Hosea 12 verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets.
By the prophets.
I have multiplied visions
Yes.
and also used similitudes.
Because the Most High didn't come down here and talk to nobody.
You don't leave the truth.
And he not going to punish nobody with his own hand. He created spirits on the earth to do that. That's why I see all these women and them that dying. It's judgment. That's why I call judgment that go forth every day.
Yes.
Don't wait for judgment when you're dead. Judgment is when you're dead alone. Judgment is every day.
That's right. And by the ministry of the prophets. The word ministry means
even
to
though
serve.
somebody might die and seem, and to our eyes it might seem unjust a man dying. But yo, the Most High, we don't think like the Most High, we don't know what a man do. Read.
This is Acts 17 verse, after verse 31. It says, because he had appointed a day.
Then you all again, right now we stiffing all for the tough times to come. All emotional as hell, yo. Man, boy. All supposed to get out of that kind of emotional thing, man. Let me see how the prophet's words. Come on.
This is the book of John, chapter 2,
Somebody give me 2 Corinthians 11:6, please. After, read.
and verse 13. And the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Yahushua went up to Jerusalem, and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge,
of small coats,
Yeah.
he drove them all out of the temple.
Yeah, he make a goddamn whip. And wasn't this the type of whip you had today? Yo, he scorched them, yo. Let me get the Paul in. I get the point in that.
Chapter 11, verse 6.
Yeah, so don't tell me how we speaking. Don't tell me how we speak. Watch, if you're falling off of a cliff and I grab you by your ears and pull you, it don't matter how I save you. I'm supposed to speak nice words for you. You're a woman. I said talk in your ears. Yo, these men out here, yo, who can't take a little buffing up. This is fault to the black community. As I talk to them, that you talking to me, so boy. Up to you, boys, I'm continuing. Give me.
Corinthians chapter 11, verse 6. But do I be rude in speech?
Yo. Somebody got rude
rough to me, I come back rough.
Somebody
It would
rude
have
to me.
confused
Yeah,
me.
but you ain't enough knowledge to even talk. You
But I
supposed to
did not
listen.
listen.
You supposed to listen. You can't speak.
I can't speak.
I don't mind if you talk loud to me.
You don't mind?
You're supposed to listen. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Then listen. You ain't even listening to a word we say. You keep going off. You keep getting carnal. Listen a little bit. Read it.
2 Corinthians
Somebody-
chapter 11, verse 6. But do I be rude in speech?
Paul said, do I be rude in speech?
Yet,
Read on.
yet not in knowledge.
What the word rude means? Let me get what the word rude means. Let me get down to how Paul really was. Let me don't get down to Christianity. Let me leave emotion aside. Let me leave Christianity aside. Let me leave Islam aside. Let me get down to the truth and the fact. I don't want to be right. The scriptures gonna tell you how the prophets was. The scriptures. Christianity is not in the Bible. I'll have to learn that. Read. Somebody get rude for me. Read rude for me.
You see the meaning of rude on Google, right?
Right.
Right, they say offensively.
What?
Offensively.
No man, that's what I hear. Read.
Offensively impolite
Yeah.
or bad mannered.
A what?
Offensively impolite or bad mannered.
That is Paul. Read.
Verse 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse
Share,
6.
right?
But do I be rude in speech?
Yes.
Yet not in knowledge.
Yet not in knowledge. So guess what? The brother was speaking to you in a rough way, but guess what? It was for good. It was for good for you to get right. Don't get offended because I said fuck. What the fuck thy words? They don't teach all of that. They don't teach all of the meaning of words. Hey, the word fuck is a
Acronym.
It's an acronym.
Fornication and need the consent of the
That
king.
is all. You know what? You know who teach you that? You know why you so? You grew up in this world and you have to depart from the teachings of this world. They teach you that fuck is a bad word. That's what this world teach you. You ain't come out from you ain't come into the truth yet. You ain't have understanding of words.
So you were walking in the station and you talked to...
Guess what? The scripture says you must have wisdom. Yes, I'm answering you. The scripture says a man must have. I'm not going to walk out and see some police and cops just so. Are you idiot?
No, I'm not from that term. I'm an idiot. Not from that term I'm speaking.
Yeah.
I'm speaking if you have a matter and it needs to...
Exactly, Jake. I'm not gonna use that language because why? This place that is how they exactly. If they feminize the men, now if you do that, yo, Jake, I'm not tell you what that they're gonna lock you up. But what we doing here, yo?
But a good lawyer,
a good lawyer go
win
that's
the
why you
case.
have to be wise as
As
a serpent.
Harmless as a dog.
Harmless
Have a
as a
piece
dog.
of
I'm not
paper.
going to go in front of the, that's not wisdom. I'm going to go in front of the police and all the mother come by. No, we here. Both are we conversing. So
Have a
why can't I
precept.
go a
Have a
little
precept,
two
Pastor
words?
Marcus.
It's just words. Okay?
If a man making love to his wife, and she say, oh gosh baby, fuck me hard, are we going to say,
Yeah,
baby, why you cussing me?
you're cussing me, girl. You're
She was
cussing me,
afraid,
girl.
she was bike and she was run.
Yeah. What?
This is something, brother, to take offense for. Sit down and study within yourself. Within the East Indian Muslim and nigger Muslim, white have a separation if it's about love. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, but if a woman say fuck me, you ain't going to tell she nothing. You ain't correcting she.
Yeah, you could say that, man, but let this man in football, let you
I'm going to read something. It says 2 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 8.
For though I should boast somewhat more of our authority, which the Lord hath given us for edification, and not for your destruction, I should not be ashamed. So we speak with authority, but it's not for your destruction, but for edification. You understand? It's like we drive, we pounding that nail and we driving it home. You understand? We come out here to mama guy, we come out here to use you. You understand? If we had to use force, we use force. It says that I may not seem as if I would terrify you by letters. So you might see like we terrify you by the words we use it. But it's only to get the message across so that it gets some people at heart. It said, for his letters say they are weighty and powerful, but his bodily presence is weak and his speech contemptible. You understand? So Paul was that man coming and talking to his school. Paul was a man driving in that nail. And the people didn't like him because of that. But you know what? We speak was the truth. And at the end of the day, for you to deny what Paul is saying is emotions. And that is what's going on right now.
I have a precept here. It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 9, and I'm going to start at verse 13. This wisdom have I seen also under the sun, and it seemeth great unto me. Right? So we underneath the sun, right? So that's in right now, where we living right now, right? Right. It says, there was a little city and a few men within it, and there came a great king against it, and besieged it, and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered the same poor man. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength.
Wisdom is better than strength, you know?
Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised.
The poor man's wisdom is despised because people looking at you out here. Who is them? What's the short translate them? Read on.
And his words are not heard.
His words are not heard. Why? Because we don't have one and necktie. Read on.
The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of them that rule it among fools.
Exactly. The ones that rule it among fools is the rich one. Read on. Who just applies? Read.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Read on.
But one sinner destroyed much good.
Can somebody give me the axe, please?
That's why we're not getting carnal.
I want to adjust where you're talking about it. Earlier on.
Why you looking for the axe or axe himself?
Yeah.
What is your take on what the brother said, right, about segregation between the Negro Muslims and East India Muslims? What is your take on that?
Because some people are very selfish and feel that KFC is for them alone. That KFC is for everybody.
Yeah, man. Cool, right?
Alright.
Salam.
Let me show you this, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you this. But when you go to both of them, and both sects believe in the same thing. And they believe in the same thing.
Like you have Jews and you have true Jews.
So then, we're trying to tell me that it have Muslims and it have false Muslims. So who's the false Muslims? The Negroes or the East Indians?
I know them better than I know them. I know them best better than I know them.
But why you believe in Islam?
Why I believe in Islam? I believe in it.
Why?
I believe in it.
What convinced you?
What convinced me?
Yeah.
When I read Quran.
Then now what
you tell me? You tell me that when you was overpowered, you went for help. And that's why I read that scripture just now. Right. That's why I read that scripture that I just read. Because the scripture says wisdom is better than strength.
That is the truth. And I will say that again. I was advantaged.
Right.
And I went to them as a youth man.
Right.
For support. I get
Then why you
support,
believe
but I
in it?
remain in faith because after years of reading, I get to understand that this thing called Islam is something good, and I like it.
Yeah, it's something.
I love it. I love it.
Alright, let me say this, right? It have this sect called the Epicureans, right? Those in Athens, right? And you know what they actually believe in? They actually believe in happiness. Believe in like how the Rastas believe like you're supposed to feel good about yourself.
Irie.
That is Irie. That is how the Epicureans were. So people went, and I forget the name of the guy, but actually they were following a guy. Just like you following a guy. Alright? Muhammad. You understand? So you read in the Quran and they say, yeah, this sound good, you know? peace and love, you know, this is how we're supposed to be, we're supposed to live good with one another. But just because it sounds good, does it mean it's the truth? Does it mean it's the truth? Because Max to this. Max to this question, right? You know it has a food called GMO
What
food,
in
right?
order?
GMO food, genetically modified organisms. So, because they look like food, that don't mean it's food.
In fact, it's more harmful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, just because Islam sounds good, that means it's the truth.
It's my truth.
At least he honest. At least he honest. At least he honest. And as he said, right? Right. I really think that we should bid this brother peace at this time, right? Because as he said, right, he can't convert us and we can't convert him. Right? And the script, we know the script that says in the conscience already set it's said that with burn with as an iron.
He's an Israelite. He's my scripture. So guess what?
Right?
I might go to sleep, inshallah, wake up one night.
Am I consider?
I hear the bag.
Am I consider?
You can't wake up a Hebrew Israelite.
It's a Hebrew Israelite.
Born a Hebrew Israelite.
That's the difference between nationality and religion. Tomorrow I could be a Islam.
I believe everybody born a Muslim. We believe that. Look at that.
Yeah, but that's a man-made religion.
But guess what? There is not something that we assume there's nationality. Just like you can't born just wake up a Chinese. And that is fact. You have to be born a Chinese. Am I right or am I wrong?
And a leopard change your spots.
Huh?
You're talking self, the other people born a Chinese.
Right. So then guess what? You can't change your nationality. It have Jake that is bleaching out the skin to look white. You could do whatever you want with your physical
spirit.
But the spirit that in you and your genes or your DNA, you can't change that.
It's like people changing the sex. You can't be. You could put on how much breast you want.
That don't mean it's now, man.
That's why you have separation within certain Muslims too, because of that same race.
But you had that among the Jews too and the Israelites.
All Israel is this kind of people in here.
Yeah, but it have separation among them.
What do you mean by that? We have to make it clear. What do you mean by all Israelis this time and place here? Make it clear. Alright. Right. It's not about what we look like, it's about the spirit that dwelleth in the man. Because it will have trees that is 400 years, 1,000 years old in certain forests. But guess what? If that tree was an apple tree, it's going to always bear apples. It will never bear cherries or plums. You find the scripture you're looking for.
Them is Elamites. Them carry a separate spirit from the so-called Negroes, all is Israelites. So that is why, no matter how much time they try, the descendants will go in the corner and do the thing and keep all your children. And you is an Israelite, you under certain curses and you have to remain lower than them.
I'm going to share one more thing. I'm going to share one more thing, right, with Paul. Paul was a man. Paul, I'm going to share one more thing about the prophets.
Yeah, well, you can't be a hypocrite. You can't play blind because you're dealing with truth. You see, what you believe should be about truth.
Yeah, it's about truth.
What's to be living it too?
One thing, still, I wouldn't let that be no thorn in my foot, because if I let that be a thorn in my foot, I wouldn't go to no machine at all, because everywhere looking at it.
You're going to realize the foundational way you believe might be wrong. So that is why you will accept.
I will tell you, it goes back to truth. You can't play a blind eye. Alright, for example, you're building a house. If your brother say who's a mason, who's masons, right? If I start to build that structure there, right? Yeah, but if you start to build a structure here and you're an inch off, right? And you go up, you'll be an inch off again, and you go up, you'll be a what? A 2 inch off, you go up, you'll be 4 inches off. If you get what I'm saying, a little leaven in the whole lump. So you can't be a hypocrite. If you don't have no, the scripture says in 1 John, it says what? There's no lie of the truth. The truth is the truth. There's no lie of the truth.
I just wanted to address what I was saying earlier with the police and court and stuff. Now, yes, the prophets was rough, but also they had balance. they use wisdom. Give me Romans, give me that Romans there. Let me show you. I just want to show you something.
This is Romans chapter 1 and verse 14.
Yeah.
It says, I am a debtor both to the Greek and to the barbarians.
Read up a little bit before that.
I read from 12. It says,
let it flow a little bit.
God. I read from 11. It says, for I long to see you, that I may impart unto you some spiritual gift.
Right.
To the end ye may be established.
Yes.
That is, that I may be comforted together with you by the mortal,
go ahead.
by the mortal faith both of you and me. Now I would not have you ignorant, brethren, that oftentimes I purpose to continue unto you, but was left hitherto, that I might have some fruit among you also, even as among the Gentiles.
Right, he was talking to the people in Athens. Go ahead.
Verse 14 it says, I am debtor both to the Greek and to the barbarian.
Yeah, he's a disputer to the Greeks and to the barbarians.
Yeah,
no. That's not what
Greek and barbarian, really quick. But the Greek was what? Greek speaking Jews, and the barbarian were Jews who just was rebels.
It's like out here we have people that speak in a higher class now, and they speak a certain way, and when you go to the ghetto it have a different kind of talk. Like how people that when you see him brethren by you know, he say he's a disputer of the Greeks and the barbarians. They had bad rude speech. They just speak rude speech amongst themselves. So that's what he's saying there.
When they go to barbarian, it says one whose speech is rude, rough, and harsh.
See? So Paul, he mixed it up. He knew how to deal with different sectors of people. People who high speaking people and the poor speaking people.
Remember this video with the guy on live TV?
Yeah, and he started going around.
He started going around and saying Islam
fake.
Oh yeah. I believe Muhammad had to be high in some sativa to believe on that.
Because going to the history of how Islam was formed. You're going? Yeah, don't get no ass. You have to the emotional thing.
No, I feel
that's spiritual. That's spiritual. You have to be more spiritual. When we speak something, we might be, emotion might kill you. Like killing our people. Emotion killing our people.
No, but you're right. Islam will kill too.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah, but even though Islam whatsoever, if I still have the demo, brother, and I choose this road. So let me die so. You choose your road.
We looking for.
You choose it. No side for you.
It's a proverb.
Choose your dimension.
Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yo.
I went to
The
time I didn't wake up and I did like I said, I beat the Saudi Arabia play 6 days professional basketball. So I beat the Saudi Arabia for play basketball for 6 months. I could be less. I roughly been 5 to 6 months. Right? I was going to Mecca. Right? We have 2 overseas players on the team. It was me and another fella from Los Angeles. So he was going to Mecca. Right? When we beat in Mecca now, to enter into the stadium we was going, right? The religious police stopped the people I was here. They asked him, he said, are you a Muslim? He said, no. They asked him, this fella, he said, no. He said, well, you can't enter. Because you are not Muslim.
God, I thought you was born a Muslim. I thought you was born a Muslim.
He said, you know what you got to do? You have to start the church. He said, you got to take the next road.
Right.
We have to turn back now and go all the way around.
God.
And go to the back to enter into Mecca.
God.
And next incident, I fly to Bahrain to go over to Saudi Arabia. Now Bahrain like is like Trinidad and Barbados. But 30 something minutes, right? So I pick up a visa in Bahrain to Saudi Arabia. Right? When I get my visa now, I fly to Saudi Arabia. Right? When I clear immigration, they want to know what religion it is. Well, I tell them I have no religion. They say you gotta put a religion. I say I have no religion. So the manager of the team say, well, hey, let's put
You have to religion. I said, you know what? I can put the Islam. He said, no. You have to put Islam.
I thought you was born a Muslim.
You got a convert. So I just put Christianity. That's something like it.
You can't convert to being an Israelite.
But I didn't know at that time. I didn't know at that time that I was an Israelite. I was lost. But I knew I was going to do what God. The next incident, we were at the airport going to the next day. I think it was going to at the border of Jordan at a game. I think it was coming from a game, I can't remember. So I was talking to the manager and I thought we will start with the Quran. So he said you gotta convert to read this Quran. And all the time I say,
nah, don't pay attention.
I didn't understand what's going on, but what say this is Muslim state. This is Muslim state. And at that time, the most I was showing me, hey,
Salak, from I say this, so you realize the deception.
Yeah.
I have to convert.
Yeah.
Before I could know what I am.
Yeah.
You understand?
So
I had a solo poison before you tell me it's poison I just take.
Yeah. You understand?
It's a mind game.
But I just show you the hypocrisy in it. You understand? But all the time the most I was showing me that, hey, this Ishmaelite is the enemy.
That's like the Eastern dance and them is the enemy.
I don't face it. I face it. I live in it.
Hey,
my relationship with God has nothing to do with no Muslim, no Kafir, no woman, no Israelite, no Jew,
no what?
No man.
You know that's how we tell you.
God is between me and God.
Yeah, what?
When I go on my knees, I talk it up my God. When I done, I feel good. A man might feel in your own way, doing what? This is how I get my satisfaction.
You know what's a Hellenist?
Excuse?
You know what's a Hellenist? A Hellenist is somebody who is a Jew who don't know they're a Jew.
Who is a Jew and don't know they're a Jew?
So it's like you don't know you're Israelite, so you say
I don't know I'm a Jew.
You don't know you don't know that.
You is a Jew?
Yes, I am. I is the real Jew. I is from the true line. I come from that line.
Well, I must be the...
How I know that? Through the scriptures.
Jew.
And through faith.
I must be the class between Jew and them.
Jew is short.
Huh?
Jew is short for Judah.
Jew is short for Judah.
There's a Jew short.
That was Jew. I forget to ask him that.
Right? So like you tell your whole life, you from a royal seed, but you just stop in your way. You understand? So you have to do that.
Spinning something over too. You same thing over again.
Yeah.
I would just said something now, but I just say you have a relationship with God. Is that right?
I believe so.
Chris, I don't say Christian saying the same thing to them. They have a relationship with God.
When the Mosai thing, you can't choose the Mosai.
You can have a relationship with the Mosai.
And you can have a relationship
So,
with a woman who is less magnetic as standing for.
Well, read the scripture, let me see what you say.
So you could put the Mosai, you could put your God on the same level as a woman.
Never be.
So how you could choose to have a relationship with the Mosai? How you could do that?
I'm going to ask you something.
By submitting myself to him.
You say you have a relationship, right?
So the Mosai deal with truth, right?
Alright.
So we come back to this now. Why is that separation in the Muslim faith, in the religion? I mean,
Same reason it has separation among the Jews.
so is that true?
Separation amongst us.
Yeah. Look, it have how you call them?
Hey, watch. Let me tell you something.
Wait, let me make my point. It have a section of the Jews who don't call dogs. They call them dogs. Where they dislike everything what Almighty God said in life. The curse everything what Almighty Allah said don't curse.
Marxist, you say you have a personal relationship. What do you want to sign in?
No signing?
Yeah.
I see Allah, I see God, I see
the
one who created me.
No, but with God is a title, it's not name. What do you want to sign in? You say, you have a personal relationship. If you have a daughter and she come home at day and tell you, Daddy, I have a personal relationship with a man in school. Well, and I ask you, well, what is his name? And she don't know, where you tell she?
First thing, you can't come and have her daughter and she go in the school, you can't come and tell her that.
Well,
first thing.
Well, then what
So
you telling me?
Yeah,
but what you telling me?
Just what I don't
You know telling me you have a personal relationship. I'm asking you, what is his name?
Well, I said the one who created me. And that's supposed to be.
Yeah, you really get what I'm saying.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8, because the brother said there's no separation among the Jews. The true Jews, there's no separation. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 9, Salakia. For then will I turn to the people a pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, to serve him with one consent.
One name.
And that pure language is the Hebrew.
If you have a personal relationship with the Most High, you will not be able to tell me what his name, because when Moses was coming from the hills, and the people asked him, he tell the Most High, he said, who will I say send me? Because they're going to ask me, who sent me? Because they knew who the father name was. They knew him by the name. That is all the children.
I notice he ain't too sure about the name of your God. You say just call him Allah.
Because Allah means God, eh?
I just said that you sound like you ain't too sure.
Yeah. You can't say your creator is just.
I'm trying to deceive, man.
Maybe I'm trying to deceive you. But one thing I'm sure about is myself. I might be sure about you, I might be sure about nothing else, but I'm sure about myself.
So you're sure about your God and Savior?
I'm sure about myself. I'm sure about myself.
Right, I understand
about you will have God I stand.
Alright. So if you are accomplishing this one thing, who is the name of your God?
Boy, my God have over 99 names and attributes. Over 99.
We can end it right there. That is point. That is prove the point. That prove the point.
And Christianity,
alright.
they just think the same way.
And with that,
we give
God
praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash.
the apostles of greatness not doing well.
That's right.
Salutations to the men of the hope and sin say elect. We'll say Mawatla Babal. Alright. Mawatla all you know Christian groups or you fake doctrines. Alright. Until the Most High bring judgment upon this world for the wickedness when I say Shalom to the elect.
Shalom. Yahweh Shemia Shai.
Be careful with them, them just look at everything on the split, but they look at